Player number one.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, well you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Happy Monday. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Too many perks to being a child of God. I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown. I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen. This ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life. I can't crop nothing. Okay, gotta pay my dues.
All right, W's in the chat. Let's run it.
Some of y'all be too drunk.
All right, welcome in. Welcome in, squad. Happy Monday. Great to see you guys. Breakthrough time. Time to eat. Let's go.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work.
All right, who we got here today? Let's take a look. Louis G in the building. There he is. Let's pop in Louis G. Mr. Lopez DT Gamer in the house. What up, Tamara? What up, OnlyBands? The captain is here. Let's go. Engineer 14 in the house. All right. Arrow Sassy in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. What up, Clubhouse? What up, Drew? What up, Ben Bennett in the building? SK in the house. Looks good, SK. What up, Muggs? Almost forgot to take my garbage out, Muggs. Thanks for the reminder, man. Wokey in the building. What's poppin', Wokey? What's good, DJ Scratches? All right, DeMarco in the building. There he is. What up, Yogi? What up, Jose? Holy. Q in the building. What's poppin', Q? How we feeling, everyone? Everybody good? Good to see you guys, man. Great to see y'all. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, and we are back. Time to get back to work. Yanosh in the building. What up, Killshot? Z Gamer in the house. There he is. What up, Humble Analyst? Mr. Sam is here. Let's go. Let's go. Alrighty. Sharma G in the building. Alright. What up, bands counting up? Vivian Young in the house. Oh, man. Superb in the building. What up, Price Action Kev? What up, Exit Strat? You know, some of you guys, I just remember your little emoji. Yeah, I don't even read your name. I just remember your little emoji associated with you. OGH in the building. What up, Shakes? What's good? Ken Hard in the house. What up, Ken Hard? What up, Moonchild? All right, let's do this. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome. Dominic in the house. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I think we are good to go. Yeah, what do you guys think? NY Open? Time to play the game here again. Yes, sir. Let me just organize myself a little bit over here. We started last night. We got a little bit of bread and butter to warm up the week. Beautiful trade on took some buys on gold last night. A little pop-up surprise in the clubhouse for a Sunday night special. Anyway, let's get into it here. I think I'm good. Yeah, I got all my stuff. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, let's pray and then we'll begin. Ready? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. I thank you for using me to impact and inspire and uplift and teach and just spread knowledge and wisdom to your people, Lord. We know that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So we thank you, Lord, for continuing to send workers, continue to send motivated, ambitious people with dreams and goals to us, Lord, so they can hear what we're saying and go out and get everything that you have planned for them. I can't thank you enough for all the messages that come in on a daily basis about how lives are being changed, hearts are being opened, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful work of what you're doing. So publicly, Lord, I speak to you. I thank you for this opportunity to be the leader here. I thank you for all the work that you're doing within this community, all the success that's taken place, all the victory, not only financially, not only physically, but most importantly, spiritually. Spiritual victory taking place like never before. So we thank you for it, Lord. This is deeper than trading, and we give you all the glory for your message and for all that you do here. So we thank you. I ask that you would bless your people as they move in and out of this live stream today, and we just thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, amen. Yeehaw, baby. Let's rock and roll. What a work of the Lord, eh? Holy moly macaroni, like Lele would say. Wow. Wow. You know, we started this live stream a couple years back just hoping that, you know, you guys would catch on to the philosophy. We prayed for you guys to come. We prayed for the people to show up so that we can help them. And you guys showed up. God never leaves us, never forsakes us. And it's going to be a great week, man. So great message here for you all this morning. Everyone is blessed and highly favored. And I'm just happy to be here, grateful to be able to do this. And let's get the party started. All right. Cool. Let's do it. All right. Let's talk about today. Today is October 20th. It is we're creeping, man, towards the end of the month here. We really don't have anything in the headlines. Again, you still got your government shutdown stuff going on here. So yeah, no red folder news or anything like that happening. I think a couple meetings and stuff like that throughout the week, but nothing like red folder news event stuff that can really push price and, you know, kind of create structure at least here, right? We just been literally one direction and it's been up. So it's been absolutely insane. Let's dive into the technicals here though, and that's what we're going to play here today, like we've been doing like for the last 2 weeks. And we've had a good time. You know, over the last 2 weeks we've done pretty good here. For the most part, just that one red day. These are my funded accounts, just that one red day. Other than that, it's been pretty clean. Last week, you know, being in the all-time highs, couple no trade days. We might run into that this week. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some really good price action. But either way, we're just playing the game as we should and playing the markets, you know, as they come to us every day. So we'll continue to do that here again. It's another day, another opportunity for us to just be patient and disciplined and really just wait for our setups. You know, trading doesn't have to be that hard, right? If you wait for your setups, wait for your opportunities, stay patient in the meantime, you will end up finding success here. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to dive into it here. So let me lower the music just a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Clubhouse, let me know how that is. Is that good? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? That was me when I woke up this morning. Let's go. Music's good? All right, cool. All right, let's run the breakdown here. So this is gold, and I know you guys may be asking yourself, what's that red thing? Yeah, that's a daily bearish candle right here. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but that is a bearish candle that we did get a closure on Friday's candle. So we did end up closing with no top wick here. Well, let's just track back, right? You have support. You have candles moving up, moving up, moving up. Price pushes all the way up. We close here with no top wick, right? Friday's candle opens up. We kind of had a little bit of a low, right? Then we moved up, we created new highs, came down, broke the low, ended up breaking the previous candle low as well, and then pulling back up and closing just like that bearish, right? So that was on Friday. Now you have Monday's candle here, which is this guy. So we did come down right away. We just rebroke the high. I think I'm not too sure when, but probably in the last hour or so. We broke the daily high here. So now we're beginning to come back up. So do we get a push? Right? Do we finally get a push down on the daily, create a top wick here, and then continue down and break the lows? Or is price action just going to keep pushing up into these new highs here, right? This candle could easily close bullish today, and just like you see all around here, right? You just keep moving up. So I am open for both buys and sells today, depending on what the price action looks like on these lower time frames. But would expect maybe a top wick here for price to move down, right? I know we're extremely bullish, but price action states that Last candle has made a resistance, right? And then this candle, after making a top wick, could potentially move down. But, you know, we'll see what happens with Goldie here. Okay, 4 hour though. 4 hours ranging, right? So you got a little range on the 4 hour time frame now. You got a resistance right here. You got support pretty much right here, and that's your range, right? So we haven't really broke out of the range yet. This candle's poking its head up, but it hasn't, no candles have closed above, right? Now, if we do get a closure above, you got a lot of clean range moving up all the way towards like 43.80, which is going to be a massive range. As you guys can see today, the ranges are massive, right? So what's up, Kingman? Kingman's up here, so we must be getting some volume coming in. So a lot of range to move up on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour now, though, because this is where the problem comes, right? Because you have a resistance sitting right here at 42.80. Right, 42.80. You got a lot of clean range moving up, right, towards 43.27. So love this range, really. I love this range, but there's nothing we can really do right here, right? We're midway through the range. We have a candle that closed with no top wick, so we're gonna need to wait for some sort of a retracement, right? So let's see what we can do here. So I think if we can get some sort of a pullback, right, we can take advantage of the sells potentially, but more importantly, look to take these buys. Right, so if we can get the buys back around 80, then that's going to be, you know, the next best position. If you guys are already in buys, that's a totally different story, right? We're talking about new positions here, new opportunities, and price action. So if you're in the buys already, awesome. This range is beautiful. I would have loved to be in this range here with you, but being that I'm not, we have to, or I'm going to have to wait. So if I can get something like pullback, any sort of pullback, we don't have to come back down towards 80, even if we kind of, you know, just created a brand new support somewhere in the middle of the range, right? That's where we can begin to look for the buys again. So the buys are gone at this point. If you're not in them, they're gone, right? If you want new buys, you're gonna have to wait for this. So I think we can get this. We're gonna have a lot of volume here. I wouldn't be in this trade anyway, being that this guy right here has no top wick. So we'll see how we do. If we can get the pullback, I'm in there. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much it on gold. We have a huge range here, right? So obviously, you know, we could potentially look for these pullbacks. It's going to be a little dangerous. It's going to be a little dangerous. But we can certainly look for them, and if it makes sense, we can take them, right? But if not, then we just wait for our pullback, wait for a brand new support, so that way we can move in line with this 4 hour candle here. So that is that's pretty much it. Yeah, other than that, we have had 0 pullbacks. So straight out the range we go, 412 pips. So what a beautiful move. Keep in mind the ranges, the stop losses, the take profits are all going to be massive this week. So just keep that in mind when you're trading. You might have to go down to like MGC or even lower your lot size a little bit. Yeah, and let's have some fun this week. So that's pretty much it. Beautiful range here, clean traffic to the left. The only issue is we got no entry yet. So this candle closed below the range. This candle closed with no top wick, and this guy's on the move here. So again, next best option is to wait for this pullback, right? If we can get that pullback, we look for support to be formed somewhere around here, and then we buy back up. All right. That's it. You need something lower than MGC? I know. This is wild. Yeah, the ranges are huge. Massive ranges. This range right here is 500 pips, right? The consolidation that we were sitting in alone was 150 pips. So, wild. So that is it, man. That's what we got to wait for here now. Probably going to hang out on the 15-minute for the most part. We'll see. Maybe we can even get like a support somewhere back towards 98, and if that happens, then that'll pretty much be good for me. So as of right now, I'm just going to keep everything, you know, where it is, where it's supposed to be, and we'll wait for these little pullbacks now. So yeah, that's about it. This was your range, right? So you were ranging around quite a bit within here for most of pre-New York, it looks like, pretty much all pre-New York. And then you got, you know, with this range here, right, you have clean range above on a closure, you have clean range below on a closure, but we closed way up here with no top wick, so now we're just gonna have to wait. Cool. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's it. So we'll see about the pullbacks and go from there. Let's take a look at ES here, and let's see what we got going on with this pair. Might be trading ES a little bit more, just because gold could be continuing up into the all-time highs day after day after day after day. So let's take a look at ES here. Speaking about the daily, this is your daily time frame. We got a support sitting right there at 56. We have resistance here, and you know, you're kind of just stuck in a daily range here at this point. So I am bullish based off of that previous candle, right? Nice rejection, filled that little gap pretty much, and popped up, closed bullish, you know, and now we're trying to move up. So technically I am bullish here. I'm open again on this pair as well for both buys and sells. 4 hour, you got support sitting right here at 67.12. You've got resistance at 29 there, so pretty decent size range. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour closed bearish with no bottom wick, right at support too. 30-minute moving up, 15-minute just closed. So yeah, almost no lower wick, but a lot of volume here, a lot of volume. So I was gonna say right before that pop, if we can come down and break the low and then re-break the high, we could probably fill that wick, but we're already on the move here. So lots of volume here for NY Open. We'll see where we go around like 8:30 here. Yeah, you got comics open, so probably a lot of volume coming in. Anyway, Goldie's off to the races. All right, well that's that. That's where we're at right now, currently at 8:24 a.m. Eastern, and now we wait. Now we wait. What up, Mr. Lopez? What up, Douche Trey? How we doing? How we doing? What are the conditions that guarantee pullbacks? Nothing really guarantees it. So, yeah, I mean, now that price has moved up quite a bit, right? We can still move, but price action alone, right? The nature of price action wants to flow, right? So it wants to push up and move down and push up and move down, right? So it's like it will waves in and out, right? So most likely you're going to get that pullback here. Now, do we execute on the pullback is the question, right? And if we don't execute on the pullback, then what we're looking for is to get in to continue the trend. So yeah, and then usually, like, I think to answer your question best, right, like conditions, when it comes to conditions, you might want to see, you know, an exhaustion wick, right? Like something that tapped the actual target, comes down, closes, right? And then we could potentially take sells like that. And you know, these trades right here, you got to be fairly quick with. You don't want to hang in these too long, right? You want to kind of get to break even fairly quickly. Look to close most of your trade right at that wick fill before you retest the zone. That way, you know, you guarantee yourself some profit. So if it has anything to do with conditions, then this is what you want to see: a big move up, target being tapped pretty much, and then a nice rejection off of it. And you know, if you can get your trade on that very next candle, then that's, you know, that's going to be the best opportunity for you. Yeah, nice. I seen beautiful trades in London session today. The Vikings on a heater. Whoa, it's got like 3 payouts. Johnny Gems 2 or 3 payouts in the last like month and a half. So we're cooking, man. I think I did like 4 payouts in the last month and a half, and then you got like hundreds of other people. Who's seen what I put on Instagram, yo? Someone texted me and said, yo, bro, what's the name of the guy that made 30 grand this month in the clubhouse? I said, I don't know. There's a few of them, G. There's a few of them. I don't even know. Oh, snap. It's getting next level in there, man. I'm telling you. You know, now we got the traders sending in pictures of. One guy sent in a picture last night. It was a beautiful steak, and it was like on his plate already, and it was like raw. And I'm like, man, you know, I don't know. I don't think I can eat it like that. He said, brother, it's still cooking. I said, damn, I forgot we're breeding some ballers out here. They cook it at. He went to the joint where they cook it at your table. He said, don't worry about that, man. That's still cooking. You know, we balling out here. We don't do the, you know, the restaurants where they cook it in the back anymore. What a G. What a G. Kingman trying to come in here distract me when I'm doing the breakdown. You guys seen that? Nothing can distract me. Nothing. Can we talk about the Asian trade? Yes. That was Asian trade. Let me just pull it up over. I think I have it in the Discord. Let me find it real quick. Did somebody say Project X wasn't working? My Project X acted all weird last night too. It just like booted me out of a trade. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, here it is. So let me just give you the screenshot instead of trying to find it on the chart right now. So basically, we were moving up here just like this. So yeah, price again. You know the ranges are massive, right? So we had mainly a 1 hour candle that closed, right? So let me show you the way the 1 hour candle looked at that time. So we had a bullish 1 hour candle where price was coming down, right? And then the 1 hour candle actually closed like this. So the buy was really taken off of the idea of the 1 hour candle. So we pretty much took a buy. We had to wait on the 15-minute time frame. So at that point, the 1 hour kind of looks something like this, right? It kind of already started moving. The reason why we didn't get in here is because the new 1 hour candle made a steep wick like that. So we went all the way down, as you can see right there. Yeah, or I think it was the other one. We went all the way down, so this stop loss would have been like 200 pips. So we had to get in off the 15-minute, which was right here. So we still had more range to go, right, from our entry to that area. So yeah, so that was pretty much a trade. It was a quick trade. We had a very tight stop. The stops were like sitting like right here at the time because that lower wick was very, it was only like I forget, 30 pips maybe. Yeah, maybe 30 pips. And yeah, we broke the highs. We got entered in. We didn't want any drawdown in this trade, right? So basically, once we got here, we moved stops to break even. I closed partials on my other accounts, and then price did come back to break even, broke the low, and then came down for a steeper low, you know, and then continued pushing up. So we did fill the whole range, but we got out at like 35 pips, and that was that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. From basically from here to here was almost 40 pips. So it's wild. So we were not trying to go back into drawdown here because we would have went, I think, 90 pips in drawdown, right? So we wanted to get in and out of this trade. Not in and out of it fairly quickly, but we wanted it to go, right? Does that make sense? Like when it flipped and tapped us in, we wanted it to go. We don't want any sort of fluctuation on this trade because the ranges were just massive, right? So anything, and we kept a very tight stop. So 27 pip stop, we got like 36 pips on the trade, and that was that. Morning, boo. How we feeling? Huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Then there was some other trades too in Asian. So I took this sell here as well. We got basically this candle here closed with no top wick, right? And then we had this nice rejection. We had a little wick to fill here, and then again just closed. We kind of kept the current stop, came down, and then we got out right there. Yeah. Partials here, and then the rest got hit at break even. So I was just aiming for a wick fill. Really wanted to see if I can get my full position to come down into that wick fill, but yeah, I just kind of caught this one, and that was that. That was I think that was like the cheaper sell. There was a better sell that came in a little bit later, which I wasn't paying attention to at that point, but everybody in here was. So, and that was, yeah, this guy right here. This was perfect. That's perfect right there. Like that's exactly what we teach in the webinar, is it not? 4 hour low, right? Range 2, that mini range 2 breakout. I mean, that's perfecto, right? I mean, this wick is not the greatest, but it's still good enough. It's still good enough in that situation. And then look, OG, I think this is OGH. Like some guys just entered on the break of that low, which is fine too, right? Because you're really aiming for that wick fill at that point. So, and I think that wick fill was hit. But yeah, I mean, this entry, right, or this entry, whatever, you know, the earlier the better. But, you know, you got to keep it logical too. So, yeah, I like either entry is fine. Yeah, great trade. This was, I think, so this was the trade that I took right here, right? And then this was like the real move, right? So that's why we try and say sometimes, like, don't take this sell, right, and just wait for the new closure below. The only reason I took that sell is because I had a couple more confirmations, like candle closing with no top wick, strong bearish candle, 4 hour needed a steeper lower wick, right, which it obviously did. It just waited there. So that's what we're talking about, you know, waiting there, because if I don't close my partials or at least get to break even at the wick fill, I'm getting stopped out, right, on one of those candles. But look at once you got the range 2, right? Once that second closure closed, which is going to be on that red candle here, now you actually get the move to play out, right? So keep that in mind as you guys are studying price action and watching price action. This is going to be the more riskier entry right off of this candle, waiting for all that liquidity, and then that closure, then trading that candle is going to be your best bet when you're looking at that 4-hour break of the low and stuff like that. So some days you're going to miss it while you wait, though, and that's okay, right? Some days this candle will be the driver, but that is what it is, right? We're in a market full of abundant opportunities. So all right, gold. Yeah. Yeah, this morning balance wasn't uploaded and stuff. Yeah, Project X having some issues. That's a first, right? All right, Clubhouse, how we doing? How's everyone doing? Great to see y'all. What's up, Gary? What's up, Wayne? What's up, Rafi? The Chief is here. What's up, Ken Hard? Big Rob in the house. Congrats on your payout, little 5K. Rob, how long has it been since you started trading? So, like, you know, not like years before, maybe where you knew a little bit of something about trading, but how long have you been trading? Like, when did you hit me up? That I'm curious. What up, DJ Scratches? What's up, Marcel? Good to see you, bro. August. So Rob's a buddy of mine from back home who just got started in just started trading in August, right? Like, didn't really know much. And this is what I'm talking about, how we can easily like take people and help them be the right people, right? And help them become successful fairly quickly. So the reason why Rob has found success from August till now, and most likely you haven't, is because you just keep trying to do so much in between stuff. You keep trying to bring this strategy in or that indicator in, or, you know, this way of management in, where Rob just like, I don't even know what trading is, but I'll get in the Clubhouse, I'll just watch the videos and just do what you teach, right? So he's keeping it very simple. He doesn't have, you know, this strategy or that indicator in his mind, right? Clogging up his mind, clouding up his vision. He's just simply trading the way we're teaching him to trade. So that means that even if you do have experience, even if you do have a cloudy mind because you have all that other stuff in it, if you could just lock in, so August, September, October, right? So that's 2 months. Wow, I was getting ready to be like October, November. So in 2 months, this guy has grasped hold of a simplistic system to take trades in. In the first 2 weeks, just like any of us would, right? He blew his accounts, right? Rob called me up. Yeah, I did this, did that, kind of messed up. I know it was my fault, right? Everyone's going to do that, but he learned very quickly. He made an adjustment very quickly, and now he's getting a $5,000 payout, right? $5,000 payout in less than 2 months of even knowing what a pip is, right? Now, I know sometimes that story makes you want to be like, come on, but like, this is how simple trading could be when you actually lock in. When I used to hear people say, Nick, I started applying the playbook, like really applying it, and it's like night and day. And I told them, bro, it's crazy. It's like almost instantly you start to see results. And that's not like a sales gimmick or a guru thing. Like, I'm legit, like this is like legit. Like, when you really start to be on top of this playbook and not doing anything outside of it, within 2 or 3 weeks, all of a sudden the results begin to roll around. Like, I even have elite members that will send me their performance, right? Hey, this is 2 months before elite. This is when I got in the Clubhouse. This when I joined the elite, and now this is the last 2 months. And it's like, whoa, you know? So this is an extremely powerful system if you take advantage of it, where even the newest trader, somebody who didn't know what a pip was, gang, didn't know what bullish or bearish meant, right? In August, How many of you guys remember trying to figure out bullish, bulls up, that bears down? Like, you know, you try and say all these things to remember what the bullish means. That's up. That's right. Right. Didn't even know what bullish and bearish meant in August, and made $5,000 today on a payout. So lock in, gang. Lock in. It doesn't have to be as hard as you think. I personally think some of you guys are just making excuses. Yeah, I think so. Rafi, what do you think? Because it doesn't really matter what I think. I just want to hear what Rafi thinks. He's much smarter than me anyway. What up, Rafi?
How you doing, my brother?
How are you, brother? Great to see you, man.
I'm doing blessed, bro. Good to see you. Had a nice weekend or what?
Oh, beautiful, bro. Beautiful. I had some family come in, and that webinar was just so on point, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, bro. It was a good one. Hearing a lot of people getting some breakthroughs and a lot of people growing, and you know, bro, we're aligning. 2026 is gonna go even higher. We're gonna go higher than gold next year.
We're breaking all-time highs, baby. I'm telling you, if TT was a stock, it probably looks something like this right now. Nobody knows nothing.
How's YouTube doing?
Yeah,
How's everybody doing?
YouTube's good. Everyone's coming around, man. We got a lot of ballers, a lot of people that are really making some changes. Like, it's not even like some of these guys are just making chump change anymore. Like, we're talking thousands. Like, I'm just so excited, right, to see like multiple people making 10, 20, 30, $40,000 in a month. Like, this is where life really begins to break, like, for you, right? I think everything changed for me when I started making $10,000 a month, right? Once you start making about 10 grand a month, if you're a pretty laid back person that doesn't need to spend too much, you are in the driver's seat now. You have officially glitched, right? And you can start to live life. Yeah, exactly. And you can start to live life on your own terms. And that's when life really gets pretty incredible, right? So a lot of these guys, a lot of these girls starting to hit 10K months like it's nothing. Some of them even 20, 30, 40. One guy even made 50K this month. I mean, damn, that's crazy. Going to work. So it's a beautiful thing. It's exactly what we planned, and it's lovely to see it begin to play out in front of us. Yep, that's true. There is a thing that a lot of people do fear success, because what success really is responsibility. And most men these days are over-mothered, under-fathered, and have been given everything. Honey, you want a little bit of soup? Hold on, honey. The soup's too hot. Let me get an ice cube for you to put in your soup. Okay, Mom. Well, can you bring it to me? Because I don't want to pause my game. And he got a beard and goatee and all that. Like, look, gang, success is responsibility. And not a lot of people want to be responsible in life. And that's just what it is. And it's not their fault. It's the Matrix, right? The Matrix has got us into this system where it's just normal. Everyone does it. Hey, everyone's doing it. It might as well be the new thing. You know, it's just modern day, right? Whatever you call it or whatever, right? So I think a lot of people just don't want to take on responsibility, you know, because once you gain success, you got to keep it and sustain it and build it. And, we're trying to call men to that, where the world is trying to call men to settle down, sit down, depend on mommy, live in her basement, work a stupid little 9-to-5 job until you're 39 years old, and then try and say, what the hell happened in life, right? And then go be depressed, and then start to think you're unworthy, right? That's what the Matrix wants. But we're out here preaching a new message, a different philosophy, and we're trying to catch the young guys while they're young, while they're hot, while they're ready, so that they don't have to waste their life like I see some of the people that I know that have wasted their life. So responsibility, gang. Trust me, you're meant for it. You're made for it. You gotta step in it. That's your calling.
Preach, brother.
I mean, I'm not a preacher, but I'm preaching.
All facts, man.
Yes. How many of you guys want to say, hey, honey, you ain't even got to work anymore? You know, you haven't seen me play that video game in a while now, right? That's because I've been cooking something else. I've been playing the video game of life. And you know what? I just glitched it and I caught the cheat code, and you ain't got to work no more. That's the guy I want to hang around with. That's the guy I want my kids to hang around, that guy, right? Those are the people we want a part of our circle. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Let's go.
Dude, extra few pips, man. If it closed extra few pips above, man, we would have been on this one.
Hey, honestly, if we just had a top wick here, we would have been right in this. This candle here, if that would have had a top wick, that would have been all we needed there.
Oh well.
All we needed. Just trying to make an extra 2K. Hey, 2K ends up being 10K, right? You got to start somewhere. So if the goal is 10K, right, then we got to start somewhere. 2K is a beautiful start, man. $2,000 a month. That's like most people's rent right there. So imagine just keeping your full-time job, trading, and withdrawing profits or payouts just to pay your rent. Even if you just did that, it would be worth it. But again, as you put in chart time, as you continue to trade, you're going to become better. Right, you're going to get better. Like anyone who's been with us since we started this stream, gang, we've gotten better. We have this, it's undeniable, right, that we have gotten better as traders. And I mean, how could we not, right? We show up here every day. We trade the same system. We trade the same pairs, right? So as you make that 2K a month, all of a sudden, next K is going to be next month's like 4K, 5K. All of a sudden, you're going to look a couple months down the road, and you're at 10K a month, and you're like, whoa. I'm actually living what I was dreaming about not too long ago. So, you know, I said this on Instagram, but if you can think every thought as if it was a prayer, discipline that thought, direct that thought, you can have anything that you want in this life, right? But it all starts up here in the mind. So once we get that right, it's up from there. The American Andrew Tate. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, cool. So I think we get a closure here, right? 15-minute closure. So we're going to close above this range here. We filled the entire range. It was like a 400 pip range, and it's completely filled. So let's see what we do now that we kind of broke above. Kind of got these areas sitting right here. So we'll see how we do. Yeah, we're going to move this up now. Perfect. So obviously the pullback's going to be the dangerous move here, but I'm open for it if things play out the way they need to. If not, we're just going to wait on the retest. Sheesh, we might only get a retest of this zone now. So we might be out of here, which I think we are. And now maybe a retest here to move up. Got clean range here. Roger, we have left the station.
What a move. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Set the tone.
There you go, honey. I ain't got to work. Yup. Hey, the best thing you can do is feel it. If you can truly get into a state where you feel the emotion of that, and you can revisit that as many times as you possibly can throughout the day, it's inevitable to happen, G. It has to happen. It's a law at that point. Still fighting the agents. The dream is to unplug. You got this. You got it, Neo. You know, it's really crazy too, because after you understand the illusion, you can never unsee it. You can never unsee it. So now everything people do, you're going to realize, whoa, that's bot behavior right there. Like I remember doing that. I used to do that or think that or say that. And it's just pretty crazy. Once you can see the matrix, you can't unsee it.
That's facts, man. It's crazy.
Three months ago, I didn't know what trading was. Didn't even know it existed. Okay. Now taking some trades on my own. Lovely. Lovely. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't really have to, have to take forever. I think everyone thinks they have to run into this like crazy story and, defeat and adversity before like success finds them. And that's just not the case. Any chance on the update? Yo, what up, Lucas? I don't think yet. No. No, they'll probably get to me at some point today though. I don't even think they started work yet. Yeah, I think they start at like 9. But I'll keep you posted ASAP, brother. Richard says he ain't lying. 6 years of trading and nothing. Now 2.5 months in the clubhouse. I've passed more than 5 evaluations. I've reached 2 payouts. About to be on my 3rd. Wow. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, the hungry ones are going to eat, man. The hungry dogs are going to eat. And the ones that aren't going to make excuses or hold on to their old programming or their old systems that literally have failed them, right? Imagine holding on to a system that you weren't even profitable in and putting that one in front of the new one. That's honestly hilarious, right? So Richard, W for you for not doing that. And I'm sure you did that, right, in the first couple weeks real quick. You know, it takes a little bit of effort, right, and time to unlearn, right, to relearn. That's one of the most difficult things I think that the trader is up against is, does he or she have the ability to unlearn, to relearn, right? So imagine hanging on to a system that took all your money. Why do we do that, right? Why do we bring our unprofitable system and put it in the way of the profitable one? Isn't that crazy? Like, why would we do that? It just makes zero sense, right? And I remember when that hit me too. I'm like, dude, I never even made money in this other system like consistently. Why am I trying to bring it into this playbook? So, you know, a lot of times it takes a little bit of that, you know, weed it all out and stuff like that, shake it all out. But yeah, congrats though, bro. Congrats. Another hometown homie right there too, by the way. So, you know, I read something in this book. It said, you know, you going after your best self right now, you have no idea how many people you will impact later down the road, right? You chasing greatness without worrying about he said, what she said, what he's doing, what she's doing, but just going after the best version of yourself. You have no idea how many people that will impact down the road. People that you're not even thinking about, people that you're not even, you know, they're not even on your radar, right? You will impact those lives by just chasing your own greatness. Can we go with the fade? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Pass my 150K challenge with your strategy. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's not mine. It's ours. It's just a price action strategy. But it's a simple one. And it's one that works. Yep, exactly, Douche Trey. Exactly. I've watched over 50 of your live streams. Whoa, nice, nice. Learn to trade exactly like you. Beautiful, invaluable, awesome. Awesome. Love it, brother, love it. Legion ideas. Congrats. Congrats. Oh yeah, futures lore. Yeah, you start really realizing it. You start having conversations with people, and I had a conversation with one guy like 2 days ago. All he said, Rafi, was I can't, or I don't think, or I doubt, it's too late, I'm too old. I'm like, get away from me. Get away from me, bro.
Limited belief, bro.
I'm going on a different line. Check out. I'm out of here. Yeah, it's just, I can't have that. It's like, does this look like a garbage can? My head? Stop. Right? Like, so it's like you go out and you talk to some of these people, and they're just, it's no wonder they're living the life that they're living. Remember, gang, your outer world is just a mirror of the inner world, of what's going on inside, right? Everything is in the mind, the spiritual realm, before it transpires into the physical realm, good and bad. You know, some people are just kind of killing themselves with their own thought process, right? So it's you really got to be careful with what you say and what you do, and you know what you're looking for. Especially some of you guys are like, man, I've been here for so long, I don't know why I can't become a good trader. I don't know why I still suck at trading. I'm horrible. I can't understand it. They everyone else gets it but me, right? You got to stop saying that stuff, man. You really do. It has more of an effect than you would think, right? So sounds a little woozy wazzy, but I'm just trying to keep you on game. They're NPCs. Some people are legit NPCs. Even Jesus tried to teach people, but they were not hearing him, right? So those were the NPCs. It was only the few that really understood, that had the ears to hear, that he took in and really kind of poured into on a more smaller circle basis. But there was a lot of people that just weren't hearing, right? And I think that there are NPCs, you know, truly out there that just won't get certain things. When do you look for the fade most? So I think if we had rejected this area probably a little bit better, right? Like, so let's say this candle here kind of rejected, you know, even if it went all the way up, right? And then the next candle kind of couldn't do it either, so rejected as well. This is when the fade tends to show up the best, because I like to take the fade on that next candle right there as it breaks the low. So basically you get like a target tapped, a wick into it, a second attempt, and you see these small little wicks on the bottom. Those are best, right? Because then that way you can use them for entry. If these wicks are a little too steep like this, then the fade doesn't work at that point. You kind of have to either fade your own candle, right? So let's say this candle kind of wicks down, then you break of the low, but this is dangerous right here. So I don't like doing it like that. Those wicks have to be nice and tight, nice and short. And then that way I know, okay, if we break the low there, it's most likely going to start driving down. And usually this candle here will be the open of a half-hour candle or an hour candle that needs a lower wick, right? So sometimes what will happen is candles will open up, they'll push up, and if they don't make a lower wick, it'll come back for that lower wick anyway a little bit later. So that's the idea, is to catch that quick pullback, break of the low. You see a couple attempts, get in, and the average hold time on the fade is like 4 or 5 minutes. So it's not a trade that I hang on to for too long. I want to catch that pullback quickly before price begins to, you know, make its way back into the trend, if that makes sense. Yeah, so they're risky trades, but when you know how to do them, you'll have some success. It took us a while. It took us over a year to dial that in, to collect data on that, and then to, you know, obviously start trading it confidently. So yeah. You can't. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Trading, yeah, you exchange money for freedom, and a job you exchange your energy. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that, like, your time is your energy. That's what they want. They want our energy.
You can't do anything. You have full permission to go on a vacation and decompress trip, you know?
Yeah, and then you can't even do that. Crazy. Because you got to worry about going back to work, right? So they have us really, really messed up at this point. And they've done one hell of a job. Can we admit that? They're good, real good at what they do. Even holding your phone, right? They've studied the human so much. Even holding your phone is zapping energy from you. When you're looking at this and going through all this information, they're taking your energy. So when you're staring at your phone for too long, you ever get that weird feeling that you can't explain? You're like, what the heck? Ugh, weird. I got to get off my phone, right? Like, that's them stealing your energy. So when you're scrolling and all that, just keep that in mind. Like, anytime I'm on my phone for a little too long, I think about that. I just get off of it immediately. Because man, it's like an epidemic. It's like a drug epidemic, man. It's crazy. It's really one of the saddest things too is watching the people at the restaurant. Like, again, once you see, you can't unsee it, and it's just like the kids and the parents are just zapped in on electronics, you know. And I love the fact that we've started a little bit of a new trend here. Yeah, I see you guys, the no iPad trend. Yeah, when you guys are out to dinner, man, it's really sad too to see like those 4 or 5-year-old kids turn into 9, 10, 11-year-olds and still see them with the iPad as if they can't function without it, right? It's just wow. So the Matrix got us, man, and the phone is something that they use, and the iPads and all that is something that they really started using well. The Matrix is a system. It's a system. It's not us. I mean, it could be us. I mean, there's so many Matrix, right? But the overall Matrix is just a system, a narrative, right? To, you know, program people. So that's why we say we glitch it, because we kind of interrupt the programming, right? We're not supposed to be doing what we're doing. We're not supposed to be getting free and using our thoughts, right? And being able to spend time to learn and study and grow and spend time in solitude. They want us as busy, as noisy, as distracted as possible. So when we handle our money situation, we now have time to go work on ourselves, or understand what the heck we're even doing here, right? Like, most people don't even have time to think, because they're just thinking about, what's the next thing that they have to do, what's the next thing that the Matrix has them lined up to do. So it's very, very difficult. So freedom, I think, is more so about like just earning your time back and being able to spend time in thought. Yeah, I think most of the world can't even do that at this point, just because they're so busy and so distracted and so stressed, based off their job and their money or lack of. Imagine, Matt, we don't even need money. We don't even need any of this. We don't even need to trade. We don't need these computers. We don't need these houses. We don't need these hats. We don't need these sweatshirts. We don't need any of it. We don't need the jobs. You don't need your house. We are more than capable of surviving outdoors, right? Than to need all this stuff. So I understand. I'm in the Matrix as well. We're all in it, right? It's just, can you start to pick your head up and play the game, right? And glitch the game a bit, right? I certainly don't need a Porsche GT3 RS, right? I certainly don't need a Mercedes-Benz, maybe a horse or something, right? We'll probably find one of those for free. So we don't need any of it, right? We don't even need to be doing this trading thing. Was there not a pullback that you mentioned? Nope. No pullbacks here. No pullbacks here. Get a donkey. There you go. Get a donkey. I seen Raja talking about how he was in Thailand, I think. And he's like, yo, living here honestly just makes me like, all I'm seeking is simplicity. He's like, where you live determines, like, again, what matrix system you're a part of determines what you think, do, buy, spend your time thinking about doing, and all that, right? Because he's like, yo, when I'm in Dubai, I just want to make money. I just want to drive around in cool stuff. I just want to excel. He's like, but man, I've been here in Thailand for 2 weeks and I'm just here in flip-flops, a shirt, shorts. Like, I don't even care about anything, right? So your environment, right, has a lot to do with that too. You go down, you move to Miami, all of a sudden you're starting to spend so much money that you probably wouldn't have spent. I've heard so many kids that went down there and just started spending money that they shouldn't have been spending, but they were spending it because of where they lived. And, they had to keep up with the Joneses, and they had to, look a certain way or fit a certain narrative, right? So the Matrix does a great job at what they do. Green, how's the music?
Yeah, bro, that's the beautiful thing about Bali, it's like, bro, I just wore shorts, t-shirts, and sandals.
Facts.
It was so hot anyway, it's like you learn to see things from a simple perspective, and then you come here and it's just like everything's so different.
I love what you sent me yesterday. You guys, anyone in America, I don't know if they do this anywhere else, but like at the gas stations, some of them, while you're pumping the gas, once you hit your card, right, and you begin the process of getting gas, they have these TV screens right at your gas tank. And it's like, hey, everyone, look this is the meal of the day. And it's like, you can get 2 pizzas, a side of garlic knots, and an extra large Mountain Dew for only $4.99 if you come into the store, right? And Rafi's sitting, he's like, what is going on here? Like, chances are they don't have those in Bali, right?
Nah, bro. I ask you, like, where's the coconut water, bro? It's like energy drinks or a bunch of soda with sugar.
Yeah, man. It's wild. It's wild. So, like, they're basically saying, hey, come on in, get extra fat, unhealthy, sick, so we can give you our medication. You can spend your money on it, and then we can go ahead and, you know what I mean? So you just gotta be aware. Gotta be aware. And some of you guys are like, honey, roll down the window to your son. They got the extra large Mountain Dews here and the pizzas. Do you want any? Like, honestly, like, do better. Do better. Do better. I'm not trying to teach y'all how to raise your kids, but man, do better. That's crazy. Imagine voluntarily getting that meal for your child. Sheesh. All right. Anyways, back to trading. Yeah, grab your Coors Light before the football game. Oh, man. Anyway. All right, so we'll see if we get a little retest here. Let me think about it. Do I want to take a buy? 750 pips from support? No, I don't. So we're going to need a new support before I get involved in any buys. Let's take a look at ES, though. Let's see what we're doing over here. We got a 1 hour closure coming up. So 1 hour just pushed throughout this last 3 minutes. That's crazy. What happened here? What's going on? This isn't the new 1 hour candle, is it? Price tweaking. ES is broken. Check MES. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Okay, there we go. ES is broken. Yeah, we got no wick here. So let me just do a fresh analysis on ES. So we don't have a closure outside of the range on the daily yet, right? So our daily time frame is just ranging, right? You got resistance, you got support. This candle, there's no breakout yet, right? Close below, close below, close below. This candle is just wilding out, right? Just trying to pop out here. So this guy may, when it comes up to these wicks, begin to reject back down, right? So let's take a look at that 4 hour chart real quick. 4 hour is coming up to the previous high. We have resistance sitting right here though, right at 36. So we're coming up to that high. We're coming up into that resistance. Let's see the 1 hour. We know that the 1 hour here closed really below, right, with no top wick. So I'm a lot more bearish in this situation than I am bullish based off of all the price action that we're seeing here. So I know everything's pointing up, but this is where we can come in and take some sort of like a trade that's against the trend or against the overall look. So I think 15-30 minute closures, if we can get them to close bearish below the range here, I think this is going to set up for a nice move, right? I'd love to see us kind of duplicate or replicate what we got going on over here, where you had a candle close with no top wick. Next one opened up, popped up, came down, closed below, and then we kind of push back down into that range here. So if we can get something like that right here, we can look to come down and give that candle a bottom wick, and our trade would look something very similar to this, right? Confirmation candle, and then the trading candle here, and then we take some profits right down there and see if price wants to tap into support. So that's what I'll look for on ES. No buys for me, just with that no top wick, and 4 hour at resistance, daily walling out, just like Kingman be walling out just randomly. So yeah, let's wait. 15 or 30 closures look pretty good here. No buy stops on what pair? No buy stops on either pair. We're at resistance with no top wick here, and then gold, we're 750 pips from a support. So yeah, what a pump. Holy moly. Volume came in at like 730 and just never slowed down. But we got 915, 930 and all that coming up, so we got more volume here.
Yeah, we got James in the house, brother.
Johnny Gems is here? All right,
yeah.
He's here. Let's pull him up. I'm going
James.
5th payout with Top Step. Any recommendations? Run. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, go on the live. Why not? I mean, it's not a big deal to be on the live accounts, guys. It's really not. But yeah, they're probably going to tell you on this payout that you can't keep that money, that they're going to want to put it into some sort of a live account for you. So just, I guess, have a heads up for that. Yeah, heads up. What up, Johnny Gems? How are you?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey, how are you?
What's popping?
Hey, that. What's up, Rafi? What's up, Nick? How you guys doing?
Bless.
Fantastic, brother. You?
Amazing, bro. Yes, sir. Blessed and highly favored. Ready for the new week.
Good to see you. New week, baby. New week. We got the whole range that we wanted. Literally the whole range we wanted. Filled.
Yeah, tell me about it. Been waiting on that range.
Candle will only slow down
yeah.
once we're in a trade. Why though? Why?
If we got that this morning, Johnny, that's what we're looking for, man.
I know. Dude, I know, man. It literally happened like 10 minutes before NY Open, too. Like,
yeah, no, I've seen that.
You're just going to consolidate all pre-New York, and then the last 10 minutes of pre-New York, just juice off.
And then close with no top wick at NY Open.
Exactly. And then hasn't yet pulled back.
And then do no pullbacks.
Yeah, bro. And it's about to be 9:30.
Goldie, 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 Goldie. Hey, by the way, I think I said this last week. Anyone who's been trading these all-time highs, just wait till we get clean price action again. You're going to be a savage. Like, your trading skill is going to be on another level. Why ES over DJ or NAS? Data. I've just collected more data on ES than I have on ES or DJ, Dow Jones. Yeah, Dow Jones or NASDAQ. That's all. Not that one pair is better than the other. Even, again, no pair is better than the other pair. It's just really how much time have you spent on it? How much have you got to learn it, understand it? How does your playbook flow with it? So I have much more data on ES, and that's why we do it. Will I consider on entry at the break of the previous high? Brother, I would love to, but I don't think I can take a buy 742 pips away from that support. It's not even that I don't think price will go up. It's just I don't even think I can do that. I don't even think I can let myself do that. Pro said run. Just run. Magnus killing it.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
What'd you say?
If it closes like that little sell area over here by 9:15, 9:30, that'll be good.
Yeah, I guess then I'd be open to just running it. Let's see. Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, all right? Well, what time is it? 9:10? Yeah, give me a minute. I'll be right back.
How was your weekend, Johnny?
Weekend was really good, man. Got to see some family this weekend. So
Nice.
got to hang out with them. Haven't seen them in a while. They came down to Florida, or came down to us, and then pretty chill Sunday.
From New York?
They really do much. No, they actually live in Florida, but they came down to us where we're at in Florida.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good weekend.
Good.
What about you, man? How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. What did I do this weekend? Oh, I worked with a couple people on Saturday, and on shopping Saturday.
Had that webinar as well.
Huh?
Had the webinar as well.
Oh yeah. We had the webinar. That was good.
Yep.
And yesterday was Bible stuff and getting ready for this week, and just cooking some personal stuff, and yeah, chilling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great weekend, man. Now we kill it this week.
Yeah, I feel like Saturday went by so fast though.
Seriously,
We'll probably get the kitty maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. So we went shopping for that.
Oh yeah, nice, dude. The kitty, bro. I gotta get my kitty soon.
Yeah,
Snap.
let's see. Coming from like Romania or something.
Yeah. That's great though. Yeah, I missed the webinar on Saturday, but I'll definitely be watching the recording for sure. I heard it was fire. All I've heard from everyone is that it was straight fire, straight gems, very good.
Yeah, we planted some seeds for sure.
There you go. And now we're watering them today. Let's go.
We're gonna continue to water them because 2026, man, coming in hot.
That's where we reap the rewards, baby. Yep.
Yes, sir.
W. Yo, what's good, chat? I don't think I said what's up to chat. What's up, chat? How y'all feeling? How's everyone's weekend? Yep, had a great week. Myself as well, yep. Got busy with some family this weekend, but Sunday was a chill day. Didn't do anything. London Sesh was fire. Yeah, I seen you guys took a beauty trade in London. Congrats to everyone who caught that scope. W. Textbook. What challenge type would I recommend from top 1 or top step? Well, I can only there's only one option with top step, but I would recommend probably either an eval account or an instant funded account with top 1. Those are the ones I like to use. So that's what I would recommend. Feels weird when you don't say feeling blessed and highly favored. Facts. Feels weird for me, bro. Always gotta say it, because what we say, we speak that into existence, right? We're in a universe where we attract, you know, the vibrations that we have, we attract that back to us, right? So I feel like you gotta say it. Even when you don't feel like saying it, you gotta say it, because that's what you're speaking into existence, and that's what you're gonna attract back, right? So even myself, I myself feel weird when I don't say feeling blessed and highly favored. Yes, sir. You gotta feel it. You gotta say it, speak it, feel it.
And when you don't want to say it, that's the most important time to say it, right? There's not a more important time than that. Anyone could say blessed and highly favored after they win a trade or something great happens, but what about just a random moment or even a moment after adversity? Can you still say it, right? That's when it means the most. Yep. But it don't. Looking for coaching and all that? Just pull up here, man. You'll be good. You'll be good. Show up to the live streams every day, and you'll start catching on. Been doing this only for 4 months. Yeah, it's. Remember, there's a learning phase. You know what I mean? So just like anything, if I was to learn, you're learning a new language here, right? Trading in a way is a language. Money is a language. You know, it's all like a language, a form of. So you know, it takes time. It takes time to learn. Yeah, you'll hit some targets, go back. Yeah. Yeah, this live stream right here is probably one of the best like free training grounds you can find. You know, I mean, everyone buys a course or buys someone's mentorship to learn how they trade. But, you know, you could just come to this free live stream and literally watch and learn how I trade without even going through a course. I mean, every day in a way is a little bit of a course. You know, we learn every day by getting our reps in and stuff. So I think if you just show up here for quite some time, a couple of weeks, you'll start to catch on and you'll do it right. You'll do it right. Anyone holding London buys? Sheesh. London buys. Man, that would be awesome. That would be great. Is anyone holding? I'm actually curious. Is anyone holding London buys? All right, Goldie. So I think gold closed on the 15 here, but we didn't close below the range, right? So we didn't close below that range. We want to see a good closure, but I think anything above 28 here now remains bullish, right? So anything above 28, which is right here, this zone right here, is most likely going to remain bullish, right? So that might be the only little support we get right here, and then, you know, 930 may play the buys out again. So let me get this one. So if we get something like this, I'm going to be open to taking those buys. right? A closure that closes back above this range here, and we should move up at 9:30. And if we close below, right, based off the 30-minute time frame, then the sells actually don't look too bad at all. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with Project X too. I can't load up ES, and it's all moving slow. We might have an opportunity to punt here today, and then just hit up the prop firms later. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Everything froze up today. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I had a fantastic meeting with Mr. V yesterday, gang. Incredible mentorship session. We talked about everything from business to trading to life to spirituality to parenting to managing to mentoring to menteeing to all of it. It was just a phenomenal time.
Powerful Sunday,
Amazing.
man.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. ES is tweaking out. Just watch, this candle's gonna pop up, right? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, me no speak English, so I'm not too sure what's happening over here. Let's check MES. Yeah, I'm gonna look for sells here on MES potentially too at 9:30. Yeah, there's nothing like mentors, bro. Man, oh man, oh man. There's nothing like mentors. You get your blind spots. They point you in the right direction. They tell you how to help your people. I mean, we talked about all the key players here. Like, it's just how to mentor people better, how to mentor them better for where they're at and all that. So it was a special time. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Mr. Washington. Who's Mr. V? Mr. V is my life coach. He's my mentor. He's been my mentor since I was 22 years old. 22 years old. Very, 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 very successful individual. Has business in, probably like over 40 countries. Well sought after speaker. Speaks all over the world. He's always traveling. He's always moving around. So it's always nice to get him. Yes. Yeah. He's like the mystery guy, Like he's not a trader. He's not a, someone that has a huge online image either. So, I try and keep him a little bit private and just teach you guys what he's taught me. I think I've showed you him. I've showed you guys a few times, right, Mr. V? But the most successful man I know when it comes to business, just people skills, marriage. What a great mentor, right? Has mentored thousands of people. What a great father. I've learned so much from that man. So our lives, I should say, are extremely impacted because of him. So even though you guys don't know him, a lot of the things that I kind of share with you all, I've gotten from him, and all those philosophies I've learned, and yeah. Any of your best favorite books for trading for this month? For me, I would just say The Forex Mindset by Jared Martinez. That was my favorite trading book. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos, what I would recommend you do after taking 2 losses to stay calm in a trade, I would just trade the chart and not the P&L. So always, with everything you do, make your decisions and have your focus be based on price action in the chart and not the P&L. So don't trade your P&L, right? Don't trade because you're red and you want to chase trades. Just trade to take another trade that follows your system, right? Regardless of what the P&L says. So trade the chart, not your P&L.
Yep. Top picks: Raja, Gary V, or Uncle Ted? Raja. Trading books apart from trading? Oh, I've got a lot. So it just depends now on like self-help. Man, there's so many. I would start off with a simple one though, like the slight edge or the compound effect or the magic of thinking big. One of those would probably be what I would recommend first. All right, can we get gold to move down? We're gonna see if we can pop off here at 9:30. We got 6 minutes here. 15's trying to make its way down. We really want to see that 15 come down, have that 30-minute close below 38. If not, then the buys might be, getting ready to set back up here. Project X doesn't work. Mine's working right now, but I see it froze up on me like 2 or 3 times throughout the session. Do I always do Asian on Sunday nights? Actually, no. We just popped up last night and just like surprised people. Like I didn't even mention that we were doing it. I literally just sent the Zoom link. So that was it. Yeah, I wanted to shout out to Gary. Gary was like, "Man, it would be super cool if we could have a surprise Asian session tonight." So I was like, let me surprise these guys later. So yeah, luckily I had time. I was running a little bit behind last night, but. Yeah, we got on for like an hour. We took a buy. We made like $1,200 and bounced.
I'm light on a Sunday night.
So light on a Sunday night. I went to sleep after.
I saw that morning. I'm like, man, I missed the memo here.
Honestly, how do you go to sleep after making $1,200 in 35 seconds? It's tough. Yeah. It's tough. Am I talking about Gary V? No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Mr. V. Yeah, nah, not Gary V. Mr. V's old enough to be Gary V's dad, probably. Yeah, if you want wisdom, the older the better. In most cases. Right? They've got to obviously have the results you're looking for in life. But, if I had an option to pick from a young kid with a nice car or an older guy with a beautiful family and a great track history, I'm definitely picking that older guy. Right? Those guys got so much wisdom. They tell the war stories, Wow, we might have a 30-minute celery setting up here. Holy. We'll see. So as long as price remains above this range here, most likely going to have a buy stop on the break of these highs. You got 175 pip move up. Stops are going to be big. Real big. But no matter what you do today, your stops are going to be most likely massive. So... some issues having project. My sell stop won't go through. Really? Let me see. Buy stop. Buy stop's in. You mean it won't get activated? Hey, TDR tactical. He's up, baby. He's up. You can't load your charts. That's interesting. I don't know why.
They quaking here with the Project X.
Project X is quaking. They're quaking on us, chat.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm good.
So what, our order won't get filled?
We'll see. Top step down too. I'm moving and grooving over here.
Same.
Yeah, mine is okay.
Are you guys like actual frozen, or is it that you can't get into a trade? Hey, by the way, on this top step run, I'm loading up, boys. We're going big on this one. So I'll be honest with you guys right now. These two XFAs, I can care less about them. So I may blow these in pursuit of a massive payout over the next 5 days. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be my 4th payout on the account. So I'm trying to go super big on this one and see if we can get a big payout before that 5th one comes around. And then, yeah. But Project X did kick me out of a trade last night. It was really weird, so I can see why you guys are saying they're having some issues. Mostly always wait for the confirmation candle, which turns into an onion. Curious to know if the breakout appears less. No, not that it appears less. Just sometimes when it does appear, it's like it kind of pushed up from the bottom of the range, right? So let's say we had a little range like this, and then you're waiting for buys above here, right? So sometimes that breakout candle will move from all the way up there, you know? So at that point, sometimes it's tough to take the buy because we've already moved so far through the range. So usually, like, if that happens, sometimes I'll take the buy, but sometimes I'll wait. I'll either wait for like this, what we're looking at here, right? It's like a little celery play where we can kind of say, okay, you know, we kind of tried to push down, we remained above, and I'll take the buy there, or I'll just wait for a, you know, I'll let the move go, right? Especially if it's not at a time that I like, and then just wait for the pullback. Yeah, sometimes that's really all you can do if you're looking to trade the trend. Yeah, so sometimes it'll end up being an onion, but yeah. So is that what you mean? Sometimes we kind of wait for the onion like that. Be careful trading with the issues that are going on. Yep, that's true. That's true. Be careful, guys. You know, we don't know what they're gonna do either, right? If it's like, yo, if we run into an issue in this trade, you know, there was times where I ran into issues with my trade, and Top Step was like, no, we didn't see any. There was nothing. We didn't see any issue go on. So, and then you can't do anything about it. So, you know, just be wise.
Yeah, my charge just froze.
Really?
Oh, snap.
Yep.
All right. Does that mean we full port and then email later? If it goes wrong. ES? I'm trying to load up ES, but it's just doing nothing here. ES is broken, it looks like. MES is broken too. Damn, son. Oh, good. I'm up 1,200. I want to like legit. I'm trying to like go super big every day on this account. Alrighty, I'm gonna have a buy stop here on Goldie to move. Oh wow, now I can't set my buy stop. Oh wow. Can we set it on Top Step?
Time to call it a day.
We can set it on Top Step. That's crazy. Can you guys set it on Top Step? If you can't, if you refresh, you can't log in again? Alright, I won't refresh. Oh, wow. It won't activate anyway, yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, mine didn't activate either. I mean, didn't place now.
Damn. Good thing we know how to talk about other things outside of trading on this live stream. Otherwise, it'd be a pretty boring day.
How to stay composure when you're
back to the Matrix?
When you're Project X.
Whoa.
Waiting on you before I trade.
There's my buy stops. There's my buy stops.
Dude,
good thing I didn't minimize my computer and walk away from it. Sheesh. Alright, nothing we could do there. Anyway, back to glitching the Matrix. Who else got questions? Can I please buy Louis G? Yo, Louis G, congrats on that payout, big dog. Talking about glitching the Matrix. Would you get like $6,700, bro? Holy.
Let's go, Louis
G. I'll be honest, congrats, I love seeing like guys like some of these mods. I love like Louis G. Like these guys have been with us and hanging in the fight and been through ups, been through downs. Like, you know, that just turned that underdog story around, and it's so dope to see you guys winning, man.
Yeah, big congrats to you, my man. Let's go, well earned.
We are Vikings in the house.
Are we aware of the major outage? Yeah, I think we're aware of it now. Yup. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to take a trade. I guess I'll be the guinea pig and try something when a setup shows up, but AB Mike in the house, another guy I'm super proud of, man. Me and AB Mike were talking over the weekend. Just, isn't it amazing when things click?
Let's go, AB Mike. Congratulations, my man.
He said, you know what? It just got easy, it seems like. And it reminded me, AB Mike, of the story that the stupid little story that I share about the two little kids, you know, how they're both the same size, but one kid just keeps growing while the other one doesn't. You know what I mean? And that other kid just gets bigger and stronger, right? And it makes fighting this kid a lot easier at that point, right? So in the beginning, the market is the bigger guy on us. Like we come in like this little pipsqueak, you know? And that's this the market and this is us. But the best part about it is the market never grows. The market is the market. The market does the same thing pretty much every single day. It's just the trader that grows, right? So as you begin to catch on and as you begin to trade a system, and sometimes you gotta, you know, obviously fail and all that, right? You're going to go through your failure. You're going to go through your adversity. You're going to go through your time of just trial and error, right? But if you get past that, you can keep a good head on your shoulders. Eventually, you're going to grow in experience. You're going to grow in repetition. You're going to grow in probabilities, right? Understanding what a probability trader does. And then as you grow, the market doesn't. So the market stays the same size, does the same things. We, as the trader, just learn more, catch on more, go through more, understand more, become aware of more, right? The issue is traders very rarely will do this because they can't stick to one way of trading. So because they can't stick to one way of trading, they can't get any bigger, right? So that way they stay this little guy forever and they keep getting picked on by the market. I don't know, man. I don't know, everything I do doesn't work, right? But then these guys, right, they're just growing, learning, becoming, figuring out what works, what doesn't, going through trial and error, not being soft, right? Just fighting for the dream, having a strong enough backbone to stand up for what they believe in and go ahead and take their finances and take it into their own hands, right? And begin to get better and better and better. This guy typically is an excuse maker who just, you know, makes excuse for his failure to grow. So there's a lot of these guys like AB Mike and Louis G and Johnny Gems and Rafi and Magnus and Aaron and there's so many names I can say here, right? But you know, you guys are just doing a phenomenal job at taking this thing to the next level when it comes to progress, and that's what we're focused on, right? Progress, right? Performance over any of these profits. And once you get good in your progress, you'll begin to get good at your performance, and therefore you'll begin to get good at taking profits. George VDM is in the house.
Exactly.
Z Gamer. Oh my God, the mod squad is taking over here. All right. Chill, mods.
What
chill.
up, boys? What's up, mods? Mod squad.
What's ES doing?
Yo, we got the Viking in the house.
Oh, the Viking.
Oh, he's ready.
Mr. Vosswater.
He's ready.
Another baller. Another big baller now. Oh, you're back in the office. Oh, you're back in the office. Great to see you, brother.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
we back.
You
Yo,
know,
what up, Magnus?
traveling
What's
around.
up, Kenny Gems? Rafi, Nick?
Yo, I'm just
Happening,
jealous
boss?
that you got to meet up with George VDM before me.
That was insane.
That was amazing. It was so good to see you guys hanging out together.
Bro, it was so fun.
I bet.
Yeah.
Little
That
crate
food looked
action.
fire, though.
Crate.
Yeah, Creep. Yeah, the food was insane.
Everything I saw on that thing, man, it would look fire.
Yeah, we went out to eat. Had to get a big plate.
Bro, who didn't love the picture of Aaron, George, and Magnus? Like just 8-figure trader style, like
Wow.
the London boys. Just, oh man, I love seeing
It's
that,
a
bro.
good trio
Straight
right
up
there.
meeting up in Greece.
Yo, I'm glad you guys had a good
Insane.
time.
So fire.
Help button, bro.
I should have been
I
there.
didn't want to just like it.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
it.
Promo kicking in full margin.
Yeah.
full margin. Yup.
In Greece too. Greece looked beautiful.
Bro, it was so good.
How was the weather?
So good. It was amazing, actually. Yeah, a little windy the first day, but that was great because we're just out in the waves and all that.
That's nice.
Because we
That's
jumped in
nice.
the water like before the dinner there, or like after. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I think it was before.
Are you having
Yeah,
issues
it
with
was just
Project
great.
X too?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I got some more things popping up here.
Yeah, same. I got those too.
Yep.
It's weird. Yeah, Gold didn't move up anyway here.
Nope. I'm trying to see what ES did, but I can't see it.
Wow. Yeah, they had some problems earlier too, right after London session. We took a dub and we pipped the dip, and then we basically had some issues.
Sorry, as long as you were out of there.
Yeah, we were out.
Why did I cancel the buy stop? I didn't even open them. So it doesn't look like we can even open the buy stop here. And plus now you have like let's see, 240 pip stop, so can't do that. I don't have a buy stop. We were gonna have a buy stop on the break of these highs, but we deleted. I love you, Nick. Hey, I love you, Joseph. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. Love all y'all, man.
Mine
for
can't
real.
even load.
You guys are winners. That's why I love you guys. Nick, you don't even know me. How are you going to say you love me? Because you're a winner, and you're here every day, and you're putting in the work. And like I said before, you got a backbone, and you're strong enough to fight for what you believe in. You're strong enough to put your selfish ways behind and become selfless and be able to fight the good fight for your family and your future. And that's why I love you. Yeah, that's it. You don't need much to gain my love. That's all. Right? I love being around winners. I love being around people who are saying, you know what? I'm willing to run into the unknown for a vision that only me and God can see. All right? I love going to war with those dudes. We go to battle together, baby. We go to battle together. Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are not, in the greatest situation at all, right? And neither was I, by the way, when I first really kind of dabbled into this stuff either. But I decided to take my life into my own hands. I decided to trust the vision that God had for me. I decided to listen to my mentor and, look at the masses and do the opposite. And, shut the party down and begin to work. That way my whole life could be a party after I got the work out of the way. So where most people partied early, I worked. And where most people are going to work late, I'm going to party, and I want that same lifestyle for you, is to live free and do what you want and kind of create your own pocket economy. Mr. V all the time, he would say, we don't participate in the regular economy. He goes, we don't participate in recessions. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, we create our own economy. It's called the pocket economy. And as long as your pocket is doing good, you'll be able to serve and help and lead and, push the needle forward, and inspire the lives of others, to go after it too. So I'm just inspired by you guys. You guys have you guys are answered prayers just as much as I may have been an answered prayer for you. You are answered prayers for me, because when we had nobody here, just a vision, we prayed for the people to come. We prayed that they would come so we can help them. And I mean, just like I said earlier, you got all these big names now really coming out, living incredible lives, and it's just the beginning for us and them, and it's a great thing to see. So that's why I love ya. You dig? What conditions am I looking for? I'm actually looking for the platform to work. So once this platform gets actually working again, then we can probably maybe look for, you see how the platform just freezes and stuff. So I need a working platform first. Come on, Project X. What are you doing to us, huh? What are you doing? Hey, we're going to see little Mo Mozzarella this week. How you doing? We're going to see him stand up, bro.
Wait. Let's go.
Should be fun. Should be funny. I hope he's funny.
Meet him.
He's doing a show here in Tampa.
That's mad funny.
Yeah. TK, what's going on? No, never. I'm going to tell him, yo, we made you famous, bro. Don't ever think otherwise.
Real.
Don't ever think otherwise.
Okay.
How you doing?
We got a whole army saying nobody knows nothing. You got people in London talk about nobody knows nothing. Like what? Trying their best to sound Italian, but it just ain't working.
Really?
Ask Magnus.
It's true.
Yo, what's going on? It's not my internet, I promise y'all. Because if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be able to show you guys and promote my Instagram channel. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you guys can come follow me right here. This is my Instagram, personal Instagram. We also have the TT_profits page that I would highly recommend you guys go check out. It's basically a course in itself. But if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, follow me here. I put a lot of value out on my stories pretty much every day. And then if you want to check out this page, which is TT_profits, this is where we post a lot of the gems, pretty much all the trades that we take on the live stream. And again, this right here is a masterclass for free, literally. So take advantage of this. We'll keep pumping the content on here. Shout out to all you guys. 1,100 followers already. Yeah, we've only had the page for like less than a month, I think, too. So, or a month or something. But yeah, you guys can follow along here. Keep track of all our trades and any sort of gems and stuff that we drop on the day-to-day.
It's a fire page, yeah.
It's a good page. It's a good page.
Got the arrow strat.
The arrow strat. That's right. What a trade. What a trade.
Looking insane.
Wow, look next, my 3,000, this my payout. Close plan August impacting news. Clubhouse, these completely pay out money. Can keep individuals withdrawal crying. Closed down. What?
Clubhouse completely pay out money, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Clubhouse wheeling and dealing out here.
Oh,
What we got here, J-Mac? We got some updates. Project X, looking into it. Yeah, hold off with your trading. All right, it's kind of like you guys remember those school days where it's like, hold off, we're not going to do anything at school today? What were those called? I don't know. You know, they would just randomly be like, all right, you know what, no more school today, and we're going to have a half a day, and those were the best. Those are the best. Appreciate you, J-Mac, for sharing that. So, yeah, we got some issues going on here, so...
let's go, Andre.
Yeah,
Nice big payout there.
What we got? What we got?
Many.
Who was it?
Andre, he said it like 2 minutes ago, so I don't know where in the chat.
Damn, no one's Project X is working. Okay. Alright, so it's not just a few of us, it's all of us. Yo, congrats on the payout, man. That's freaking amazing.
Congrats, bro. Let's get it.
One question about this trade. Is it valid to put the buy stop, to put the stop loss below the range? Yes. Yeah, that's probably like your best bet. Or, yeah, somewhere below the range here. But again, the ranges are so massive, right? So massive right now that it's not even worth it. Let me pop open TradingView so we can kind of at least view some chart. TradingView should,
working okay.
or TradeOvate should be good here.
The only thing you can use is really the live account.
Yeah, the live.
If you don't have Project X.
So let's see what's going on here. So Goldie. Let's see. Yeah, so we just moved down. That was it. We just moved down. We didn't really do... Basically exactly what you see here is exactly where we're at.
Damn gold.
Yeah. Let's see, ES. Yeah, ES moved up. So we were looking for the sells, but that didn't work out. We wouldn't have gotten activated though. I would have had a sell stop on the break of that low there. She a goner. Wow. ES gone. Nick 5 minutes later. Yeah, anyways, I took the sells in the live account. Made a couple grand.
Just made like 10K right now.
Made 10K real quick. Project X, yeah, I see it all, guys. I see it all. Fat. How are we gonna glitch if we can't have a buy stop? That's true. It's Trump's fault. Exactly. Proper, yeah. We literally are. I remember a couple months back, Clay told me that like it was an insane amount of percentage on how many payouts were taken with the TTE code. It was wild. Yo. He said, "Yo, what's up with you guys over there?" I said, "Bro, I told you, you better be ready to sign the checks. Just that's it, man. Just that's it. Hit me up when you want to golf." What up, Energy? How you doing? Jay Coop, how was your vacation, bro? I forgot you were taking that trip. Oh, place to sell stop. Oh, snap. Let me check on gold for you, bro. Yeah, gold hasn't moved. Gold looks exactly like this. Hope the orders won't lag. Yeah, dashboard's down too. Yeah, ES flew. Shakes knows the vibes. He's got that account on the side. Yeah. Bags are full with the London boys. Yeah, you guys. We should all be in profits anyway in the clubhouse between Asian and London today.
Really? You guys took a good Asian trade too?
Yeah, we took. There was really three trades that played out. We took a buy on the live stream, and then a bunch of us took sells after the live stream.
Fire. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so we all should have our bags full.
Yeah. It's nice when your bags are full and the charts freeze up.
Yeah.
There he goes. That's right. Only good things. One question about this trade. I think we talked about that already, right? Just kind of keeping the stop. Yeah, you can keep the stop below the range. So like, or what can also happen too is you can keep your buy stop here. And then let's say this candle closed above the range and the next candle gives you like a small, I don't know, just like any little bottom wick. You can use that as your, so let's say you enter here and whatever wick comes in here, you can use that. But that requires waiting for another candle, right? So as long as you can wait for that next candle, then you can always use that as your stop loss. It's affecting McDonald's. Is Magnus win rate high for London? Yo, Magnus on a straight heat. What's going on? What are they putting in that water over there in Denmark?
Bro,
Magnus on a heater right now.
The eggs, bro.
No, you know what happened? You know what happened to Magnus? He took a trade one day and he had a payout pending. Like all he needed was a couple dollars. And he got stopped out by 1 pip. And I already know, we didn't even talk about this, but I already know man set up vengeance, right? So just like me getting like screwed around by top beep, you know what I'm saying? Like I got hungry, right? Like I bet I'm about to put on a show. So I think that's what internally happened with Magnus a couple weeks back is, you know, got nipped out by 1 pip and that just set a fire under him and now he's on a heater.
Really?
That's how it goes down.
I just went straight rampage after that. I don't know.
So.
I really, really been focused there after that because I had like, writings. I wrote down some things for myself, like what I should focus on and, how it's positively, how it's actually positive that I got stopped out by 1 pip and it ran full TP and I have needed that one for full payout there. But since then, and I remember texting Unique and I was a little... I was a little salty, but it's all right. There's nothing to do about it or anything. And since then I took 4 payouts. So
man's went off.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
So literally. Went full rampage after that.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes. So
really.
A lot of times people go through adversity and they miss the whole point of it, right? Where adversity should kind of tick you off, like start a fire in you and get you going versus. Make you cry. I mean, that's what separates the winners from the losers at the end of the day, right? Can you handle adversity and stay composed and come out even better, right? Or are you just going to lie down and, take your beating, right? And just get up bruised and broken, right? To just make excuses on why you can't do it. So winners win. Winners win.
Yeah. Winners really win. Yeah, true.
I feel like that happened to quite a few people too. Quite a few people. That happened to John is your thing is very similar too. Only it wasn't like a 1 pip thing. It was like a, more of like a crappy trade, and then all of a sudden the Jets get turned up. So it's great to see when the winner comes out. There's a winner within. I tell my kids all the time, you got a winner within. Sometimes that winner is hiding or sleeping sometimes though, but the winner is within, and it's up to you to pull them out. China making some moves. All right, here's your update on, thank you, Becca. Here's your update on Project X. We're currently experiencing technical issues with the platform, which may be affecting your ability to trade. We apologize. Ensure you can keep trading without interruption. We recommend that you... Quant Tower. Here's everything you need to know. I won't be doing that. But if you're desperate to trade today, then this link is for all the desperate people. So there's the link right there for Quant Tower. I won't be doing that though. So it looks like trading's going to be shut down for the day, according to Project
probably.
X. Thank you, Becca. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, so there's your update on Project X. Time to spam L's in the top. AV Mike, you're hilarious. Let's go. Send the army. No, let's not. We hold ourselves to a little bit of higher standard out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got a standard to match. But I'm sure if another streamer had the power that I have, like where we can get everyone to go do that right now, I'm sure that they would do that. But that just ain't our style. It just ain't the TT style. Do we live stream Asian session? Yes, we do it in the clubhouse. So we do it in Discord or on Zoom or whatever. Can you use TradingView for a chart analysis? Yeah, of course. What would you like me to analyze? Gold looks like who did it and ran. You guys ever heard that expression? That's what gold looks like right now. So I think gold's actually just trying to do a little break and retest. So probably if it closes above, right, and you do something like this, you're most likely going to keep moving bullish today. But what I do like too is like if we can get a little bit of a range to start forming here, and then you have like a range, right, that just kind of starting to play out, and then the sells, pretty good, man, pretty good. If we can expect to see a little melter here on Goldie, yeah, so those sells right there would be fantastic. Yeah, the buys have just moved up so much. First time Project X failed like this? Yeah, it's the first time I've seen them fail or go down like that. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Forex is working? Yeah, futures is still working too. It's just Project X. What other pairs would you look into other than ES and GC? All of them. Just look into all of them. See which ones you like the best. A couple that are like ES and GC would probably be like YM, which is like US 30, right? The Dow Jones, NASDAQ, right? NQ. Pairs like that. All you have to do is, if you want to come to all the sessions, so we live stream every session in the clubhouse. We do New York session on YouTube, but all the other sessions are live streamed within the Discord. So just hit like !! clubhouse, and then you can see what we got going on in there. But all glitches are welcome. If you want to take your trading to the next level, your life to the next level, if you want to have some life-changing conversations in there, some enlightenment, come on in. It's a really good time. Really good. 4 years of trading, donated money, 2 months in the clubhouse with Magnus in the London session, and 2 elite calls, yes sir, was enough to help me get my first payout. W. Sheesh.
Big W.
Big
dubs.
that up, bro. Andre, let's get it.
There you go.
W, let's go.
I love
Insane,
that.
man. I'll see you in there. I'll
Yes,
see you
sir.
working.
Andre getting busy, baby.
For somebody asking here if Magnus whatever was high, there you go. That should answer your question.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Magnus's win rate in London.
There you go, Hassani. There you go.
Yep.
If that doesn't answer your question, my guy, I don't know.
Let's just put it this way. Magnus doesn't drink Dasani. All right? It's Voss or nothing. So, you know you're getting some high quality right there.
Oh, yeah.
Snap.
Exactly.
No Dasani.
Nothing other than Voss.
Yeah. For those of you guys that are asking about the Elites program, maybe we'll open it in November. So, yeah, maybe November, first week of November. We'll like maybe open up like 2 spots. Yeah, like 2 spots. So my bad. I know I promised you guys I would do it in October, but I don't know. I'm just having fun with the current elite members and just having a blast in the clubhouse. So yeah, I don't know. I don't speak whatever language you're trying to speak in Pakistan. So I don't know, brother.
Pakistan.
Me no speak Pakistan. 30-minute cells. 30-minute cells. Yeah, we'll see. 1 minute for a closure. Does Magnus show where he enters? Yeah. Everything happens just the way it happens here. So pre New York, London, Asian, all the trades. We don't hide the trades. You know, like some of these other Discords, they hide their face. They don't even show you their face when they're talking. They keep their trades on the side. They just tell you what they're doing. That's not the way it works over here. Everything you see on YouTube is like the clubhouse is like YouTube on steroids.
Yeah, I show everything. Everything's explained well in depth from the breakdown from the beginning and to the trade that we take and all that. Even though it's loss, win, break even, anything. Yeah. I can even show you how I make my coffee.
Yeah,
that's how much we show here.
That's. So
we
you
show
gotta
everything,
remember
phase 2 and all of that. All the time.
Yeah, everything.
Yep.
Donald's fault. What up, Sam, man? There he is. He said W trade in London. Yeah, I would show you guys the London trade, but what time was it, Magnus?
In London, or
yeah, was it the 3 a.m. candle?
Or London Open, yeah.
Yeah, right here. Too easy.
We juiced up on the 15, broke highs on 15, then we came back and waited for the re-break of lows, and then we took the buy.
Okay, cool. So right here, right?
Yeah, right there. That candle right there.
Yep. So that move up right there.
Yeah, London Open too.
London Open, and then look, consolidation right after. All the way through pre New York, and then New York Open just popped.
Yeah, was a good move.
Yeah, great move.
London Open volume.
Someone said it's 90%. Oh, I don't know. Magnus got a. I don't know what Magnus win rate exactly is. Do you know for London? I would assume it's 75 to 80%. But if it's 90, that's amazing.
I think it's like around 80. Yeah.
Around 80.
Around there
for London.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I have a little mixed up, so I can't really say complete like, the final one. But
yeah.
It's about 75 to 80. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, I think Project X is down for the day.
Yeah, same.
And supposedly Quantower won't work either. The glitch just got glitched. Yeah, we all trade on Project X. Yep.
Yeah, Project X.
It's honestly, it's very difficult to hold a 90% win rate through a lot of trades. Like I haven't been able to do that at all. The best I held was about an 82-83% win rate, but that's when I only used 3 setups: onion, breakout, celery. So obviously throwing more setups in is gonna kind of water down the win rate slightly, but I've been able to make more money, right? So I've been able to make more money with a little bit of a lesser win rate by adding those other 2 setups in. So I don't think I've ever had like a 90% win rate for like the year. I think my best has been for a full year, 83% win rate, which was not last year, but the year before.
That's also solid. Whoa.
Yeah, that's great. And that's taking 3 setups only, and always waiting for closures. So that I never took impulse trades at that point. It was only closure and then entry. And that was it. Onion, breakout, celery.
Wow, just perfect.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain what we... Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say yes, sir, to PNB Beats, man, because that's what we're trying to establish here. Like, we can help people in all different areas. Like, I don't think anyone realizes how smart and important like Rafi's role is to the whole mental game here. Every trader trading hedge fund is going to have like multiple coaches, and then they're also going to have someone that can help those traders get back into the right headspace, right? Because we know that trading can bring out emotions. We know that losing, right, can also bring out emotions and whatnot. So it's really good to, and me and Rafi talked about that whole vision like over a year and a half ago, right, about like really putting that piece of the puzzle in play here, because nobody was doing it, and I don't think anyone's doing it to this day where they actually have a coach, right? Like, by the way, Rafi's super humble, right? Don't let him fool you. This guy works with professional athletes, big name athletes who, I don't know, I don't think he can say the names or may not want to.
Yeah,
and
I just keep it in the down low, you know. Keep it hush.
So he's humble about who he helps. Like, if you knew who he helped, you'd probably pay a little bit more attention too, right? So, but I love how humble he is, and you know, he's worked with a ton of athletes. And again, I think some of the cool stuff that you did was also over in Bali, right? Took your meditation skill set to the next level, and that, I'm telling you, that helps traders like you would never know.
Bro, we were talking about this before the clubhouse. Imagine that. It's been cooking.
There's no surprise why some of the traders that a couple months ago were struggling, those same traders are now thriving, right? Again, I said it the other day, but you got traders in the clubhouse pulling out 10, 20, 30, 40, even $50,000 in a month, right? And these are payouts too. So that doesn't happen just with being good in your technical edge. It helps, but there's a mental edge, a mental performance that has to be on point in order to hit numbers like that and hit those numbers consistently. So a lot of that has to do, I believe, with the webinars that we've kind of put up there and had Rafi helping us with. And I'm sure quite a few of you guys have also reached out to Rafi one-on-one and had some very, very valuable conversations there. So yeah, it's a nice atmosphere, and we got something really, really good going on here.
We do.
Yeah, that webinar too on Saturday was just fire. Wow.
Insane.
Thank you, brother.
Insane.
Planting seeds. That's my job.
Bro, I was in the airport having a light bulb moment.
Yeah, true. A lot of light bulb moments.
Yeah.
Facts.
A lot of light bulbs
job,
going off.
Guys, appreciate you all. And we're going to keep growing. We're not staying here. This is just the beginning.
Bro, 2026 about to go to another level, my friends. Another level.
I'm telling you, bro. We just got to the ballpark. We're not even stretching yet.
Not even stretch. I'm not even up yet. I'm still sleeping.
Not even up yet.
I didn't even get my uniform on yet.
Yeah.
What will happen to my position if I'm in buys before I froze? I have no idea, but I'm sure that they'll work it out with you, and they'll give you whatever. They'll probably just get rid of the trade. So pretend the trade didn't happen. I hope that. Yeah, we got a lot of players moving up in tax brackets out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, major internet outage, gang. What happens if everything just went? What happens if it all went? the banking system, crypto, stocks, bonds, commodities. Sheesh.
That'd be insane. We only they want everything digital too. We only have like digital IDs someday, digital money, digital, everything.
Honestly, I'll be chilling. I'll probably be living better life. Not having to worry about this stuff. Kidding me? I'll be like, bet. I get to walk around with
bet.
Yeah. That's it. I guess we're building a clubhouse, a legit one made out of wood.
I'm taking the first plane if I can.
Where are you going?
You might not be able to use money though.
Let's go.
Tampa. He said I'm going straight to Tampa. Oh snap. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they do it? Right? I mean, now that they've got us all dependent on it. I mean, little kids these days, like kids in like the 70s, you could take them into the backyard and point at birds and they would tell you what bird it is. Ask a 12-year-old today's day what that bird is. They'll be like, Angry Birds? What? Like they don't even know what birds are what anymore, right? So they've got us completely dumbed down to where if they wiped out this digital stuff, we wouldn't know what to do. Wouldn't even know what to do. Wouldn't even know how to build a clubhouse. Does Magnus live stream his trades? Yeah. In the London session.
Every single day. Monday through Friday.
That's right. Meet him in the London. All right, let's see. That's how they want us. That's right. That's right. Yeah, blackout. Yeah, they got their plans, I'm sure.
Oh, no planes? I better start walking now.
You better start walking, swimming.
Start swimming.
Yeah.
Can I please speak to Magnus? Yo, you guys are funny.
Yeah, what's up?
No,
there he is.
cooking.
Now we're all ears. He said that's dinner. Hey, what kind of bird is that? Dinner.
Dinner.
Oh, snap. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. How many setups does he usually get? He usually gets around one to two.
One
Usually
to two a day. 1 to 2 a day.
But I'm in the clubhouse, not YouTube, no.
No top wick. Here's the top wick. The Simpsons do it again. Hey. Green, where are you going if the blackout happens? That's what I'm saying. Why don't we just all like get over here to Tampa and we just all chip in on like 100 acres of land?
Yeah.
Cooking on that.
I'm gonna figure out a way to get there.
That's the plan.
That happens.
We get 100 acres. We build homes on, everyone's home is spread out. Try and put some water in between. We'll be alright.
Bro, by the way, these people, right?
Uh-huh.
They can build a sauna, steam room, ice bath, all of it. Even a mini golf course, if it's something that we want to put it on the
Oh,
thing.
the golf course is going in. At least
I
a
was
9
like,
hole.
yo, it got to.
If we got
It
100
got to.
acres, oh man, we need at least 9
Yeah.
holes.
Well, see,
And a
man,
driving
have to
range.
come, bro. You know he's gonna have to come.
No doubt about it. Project X not working? Yeah. What's up, George?
Yeah. It's lagging here too. Can't get it. Yeah, I can't even log in.
Literally. Can't even look at my charts.
No. In terms of setups, do you give the setups in the clubhouse? I mean, I trade live in front of everyone every single day, Monday through Friday in the clubhouse. So, I mean, indirectly, yes. I do not give setups. I trade live and yeah.
Pull up and check it out.
You want
No more
you
questions.
want Magnus's
Just put your
you want
faith into
Magnus's
it.
setups and entries.
Yeah. The guys that do the best are like, what's the clubhouse? That's where you stream outside a New York session? Really? You trade the same way? Next thing is they're like, yo, I just signed up. I'm in. I'm actually in there. Now all of a sudden they're in this chat. They're like, yo, I'm here. I'm like, let's go. Right? And then they start winning. But then you got other guys like, hey, the clubhouse, if I join, is it going to be every day or is it multiple days? If the Sunday, what time? If it doesn't work on this time, but it doesn't work at that time. And they take like a whole week or two to make up a decision. Right? And in that week or two, we done made thousands of dollars. So winners are very quick to make a decision, right? Join or lock in here on the YouTube live stream until you get a little bit more information. And then once you feel more comfortable, then maybe join. Golf course?
I hope I
yes,
see you in there, Lim.
Yeah, we hope to see you in there.
And I'm taking one. Yeah, one.
Like I said the other day, bring your funded account and we'll help you get it funded.
Oh yeah, you put that. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That's so true, though. You bring the accounts, we'll help you get funded.
Last question. All right, if we're getting 2 setups a day, is the only setup for London session? I don't. Basically, when trades come, we take them. So we're in front of the charts like 4 times a day, and when the trades come, sometimes they come in London, sometimes they come in New York, sometimes they come in pre-New York, sometimes they come in Asian, sometimes they don't come at all. You know, sometimes they come in every session. For today, as an example, we had a trade in Asian, we had a trade in London, we had no trade in pre-New York, and we've had no trade in New York. Friday, some days we go 4 for 4. Some days we go 3 for 3. Some days we go 0 for 3. You know, it just depends. So every day is different. Do I get angry at people? I like this guy. I like this. He's asking the most questions here today. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all? Really. It's just me and you now, brother. It's just me. Do you get angry when people follow your signals? Never, man. Not at all. I don't get angry. Anger's for wimps. Anger's for little babies or little immature men. I don't do anger. Does Magnus get 2 setups a day, bro? No, just one to 2. Let's go. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Rapid fire these answers.
1 to 2.
1 to 2. 1 to 2.
Joining the clubhouse today. Okay, Jamison.
Johnny Jens, 1 to 2.
1 to 2.
Hey, man, I love you. I love you too. Oh, snap.
Love you too. Love you.
That'd be funny if he was like, is now a good time to ask, when's the Playbook 3.0 going to be on YouTube? Posting Playbook 3.0. Oh, wow, that's funny. There it is. There it is. It's up to the clubhouse, to be honest. It's up to I'll do a little vote in the clubhouse.
Post it whenever 4.0 come out.
Yeah. A 4.0. That'll change your life. That'll change your life.
Damn.
Getting it tattooed on your forehead if you have to think. There you go. I think I like that, Jamison. I like that. You know, if we just all follow the 2 greatest commands, we'd never have an issue. And just love your God and love your neighbor. And then, you know, there would never be sin. Right? Because think about stealing. How many of you guys have ever stole before? Yeah, I know, all of you guys, right? So think about this, right? If you were to steal, is there a right or wrong, right? So let me ask you, if I am who I am, Nick Stewart, the head of the TT live streams, and I go to the grocery store today and I steal a whole bunch of fruit, is that right or wrong? Right or wrong? There you go, right? So pretty wrong, right? But what happens if another guy who is starving, his family hasn't eaten in 4 days, right? And he goes and he steals fruit too. But he stole it with a good heart just to help his family. He said, you know what, that business owner, he's probably doing all right. Good or bad? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Still wrong, right? Now, let me show you how this all changes when we live by the 2 greatest commandments, which is love God and love your neighbor, right? So if the guy with no food loves his neighbor and loves God, right, and treats everyone as if they are God, you know what he's going to do? He's going to go to the store owner and he's going to say, sir, I love you and I love my family, and I see that you have all this amazing fruit here, and me and my family have not ate in 3 days. Do you think there's any food that you can spare? And then if that owner respects the 2 commands and he loves God and he loves his neighbor, then what will he say? Of course, my brother, I love you. Absolutely. Your family's hungry? Take this fruit. It's my pleasure. Right? So you see what happens? You see where there can now no longer be anyone doing wrong by anyone if we just follow the 2 greatest commands, right? That Jesus said, hey, master, what can I do to get eternal life? What did he say? What did he say? Follow the commands, right? And the greatest of these 2 are, right? So isn't it a beautiful thing where once you begin to operate this way and love each other, right? I just thought of this because someone's like, I love you, and I'm like, well, I love you, And so once we all begin to develop that mindset and that mentality, don't you see how the world becomes a much better place, right? Where we all look out for each other, where sin becomes almost non-existent, right? So just something to keep in mind. That's why we love each other out here, man.
No, it's facts, bro.
Simple but powerful, man. Simple stuff. Yes, sir. You're welcome, Crypto Don. Crypto Dons. Wow. After 578 days, I got my payout last Friday. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nothing like victory. Nothing like victory. The man in the arena, baby. Good job.
Man.
Way to stay in the hunt.
Yeah, very good job. Big W.
Yep. Let's see. That's right. After 5 years, got my first payout. That's amazing. That's amazing, dude.
That is.
Sheesh.
Love that. Made my day, bro.
I love hearing those stories because, people come and, it takes them a little bit. They grab a hold of it, but it don't take another 5 years, It's like, same thing with me. Like, I struggled as a trader for 3 years, and then all of a sudden just started getting payouts, right? As I started to follow this system, to follow this plan. So, yeah, what worked for me will also work for you. When you have bullish buys, how do you switch? Take a sell mid-session every time you take. You either have to hit a target tapped area, or your 4 hour has to close in an opposite direction. That's how it gets easier to switch your bias. So let's say what happens is like your 4 hour looks like this, where it comes all the way up and hits a target. So let's say I wanted to get buys from down here, but the price ran on me. So now we're in a target tap concept, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well maybe now that we've done that move, we can catch a rejection off of here, right? So I'll take a sell from there. Or let's just say you're in a buy position, or you're looking for buys based off of the 4 hour, and the 4 hour looks like this. So that's your previous 4 hour candle, and your current 4 hour looks like this, right? So obviously your bias will be bullish at that point. But what's going to happen here is if this 4 hour candle now closes, right, and it closes, let's say, bearish mid-session at like 10 a.m., like, right around now, then now you can easily switch your bias from what was bullish to now bearish, right, with the potential 4 hour, switching it up there. So I typically let the 4 hour candle guide my session. So it doesn't matter if I come in Asian, London, pre-New York, New York, or later on today. I will always let the 4 hour dictate the direction of the move that I'm looking for that session, if that makes sense. Been through a lot of strategies, hella depressed because it don't work for me. I don't follow the systems well. Yeah. I mean, look, that's happened to me too. But the sooner you can get a hold of yourself and, really just be consistent, right? Strategy that has proven to work, the sooner you get yourself out of that hole. Yeah, I mean, if you follow signals while you work, that probably won't help that much. But if you can follow somebody like me who not only gives you the signal, but talks about the buildup of the trade, right? Plans the trade, trades the plan, then explains the trade, win, lose, or draw. That's what's going to help you. Not just, hey, buy at 43.28, take profit at 43.50, and keep your stop loss at 43.23, right? Like that's signals, right? And that's, in my opinion, not going to help you. It never helped me. But if you come here and you show up and you just keep us in the back of your ear while you're working or something, and you hear us talking and you hear our explanations and you understand our viewpoint on the chart, right, in that market condition, that's going to help you, day in, day out. It's just more than a signal. Signals I don't think are really going to be able to do too much. Gold's breaking up. Goldie. You got 6 minutes on a closure for gold?
Yeah. Nothing doing. All the platforms are shut down, so.
Yeah. What up, futures, Frank? Yeah, we are.
We just watch.
We need trade? Not me. Anybody? Who needs a trade here? Anyone? I don't need one. I don't need one today. I'm already up almost $3,000 today from Asian. I think everyone else got their bags pretty full from London as well. Ken. Dang it, Ken. Why? You bought in Tradeovate? Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Tradeovate's good. It's just really just Project X. I don't even want to trade. A trade wants me. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Big bang and now Kingman crying. Oh, and now Anna's yelling at Maverick James. Kingman be getting all in the fight, but Maverick's just too big. I love Kingman. He's all about the contact, this guy. Like, he's all about getting in there and shoving himself in there and stuff, but Maverick is just freaking solid.
Pretty strong too, yeah.
Very strong, bro. Very strong.
Yeah. Not your typical 3-year-old kid.
So Kingman gonna get tough though. He's toughening up. I want to join your mentorship. Yeah, this is a good form of mentorship right here too. All for free as well. So coming here is really gonna help you out. I would always recommend don't just jump on into my clubhouse or into the mentorship and all that right away. If this is your first week or two, just keep showing up. Keep showing up, keep watching us trade, keep learning from the free live streams, watch them, and then if you want to make a decision to get into the clubhouse or wait for the elite program to open up, then don't make any impulse decisions. Just stick around here at the free YouTube for a little bit and then make your way into the other sets of the programs. You would love to get in for free? Brother, I'd love to get you in for free too, but that wouldn't be fair to everybody else. You know what I mean? But like I said, stick around here. Let's make some money together. Look, top one, we're out now. And you'll get yourself in there, bro. Yeah, we may call it pretty soon. Project X, everything's kind of shut down here. Did I get kicked out of Top Step too? Yeah, I'm kicked out of Top Step here too.
Yeah, be back for Asian.
We back for Asian. Yeah, we'll be live in the clubhouse for Asian session tonight. So we got a full week of live sessions here. Asian, we begin tonight. You got London, pre-New York, and right into New York. Rinse and repeat for the whole week. So I'm excited about it. What do I think of the 30 closing above? Let me see. In 2 minutes, yeah, not bad at all. The issue is you got that little 30-minute resistance there, so we'll see. You kind of rejected it already. Johnny Gems, what's going on here, bro?
Dude, I don't know, bro. No, nothing to say, man. Honestly. Can't trade.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
It's all good. There hasn't been much happening anyways.
Nothing. Haven't cut my hair since December. Let's go. I wasn't allowed to go to the bar until I got my first payout. Oh, what a savage. I remember Austin did that, man. He like grew his hair out. Remember that? It was his hair, his beard or whatever until he got like some degree in like yoga or something. Oh, snap. I remember that.
That's great.
What up, OnlyBands? RIC Melly, enjoy. Yeah, I think we'll probably call it here too. Yeah, nothing to do. Oh, can someone answer me? What do you need, my friend? Mr. Carlton. Superb. Marshall. Later, B21. Later. Anyone have any last minute questions before we get rolling here? Anybody? Let me just get this last question. We're here, brother. We're here. Is this a inverted celery on gold right now? Let me take a look. I don't see anything right now. No. Nope. If anything, we're looking at potential like onion / breakout, but the price action and the resistances to the... I think I'm just going to have a no trade day today and leave it just like that while all this confusion gets settled. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good, bro.
Cool. All right, let me see. Anything else? Let's see. The buy stop put out. Yeah, if we kept the buy stop, yeah, they would have been activated. Yep. All right, cool. I think we're good. Boys, anything else?
We're Gucci.
Nothing.
We're Gucci.
Yeah,
All right.
For tomorrow.
Themselves, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, what an interesting day. Hopefully tomorrow we got our platforms back and all that, but pretty interesting day here. So yeah, let's wrap it up and we'll come back for Asian session tonight and see what we can get. Yeah.
Hopefully I see some of your new ones in London.
Hey, who's going to London
Looking
tonight?
forward.
London session.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We'll see you guys in the next sessions. Magnus, Johnny Gems, Rafi. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys, man. For sure.
What a
Chat.
pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Amazing day.
Everyone have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
Love y'all.
Peace out.
Blessings to you and your family. We'll see you guys on the next sesh. Peace, my
TT
friends.
forever.
Later.
We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of sales. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we seeing W's all in the chat. It's like a home run straight off of the bat. Lion, the Judah, the cat out the bag. I can't dilute it, I'm bringing the facts like I was lost, but now I'm found. Trapped in darkness till you came around. Broken chains all falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of sales. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. king in the gun. Why just wait around when he told you to run? Told you to run. Run a race at the pace that you're supposed to. Break through, and there's nothing that he won't do. Broken chains are falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's. No, 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 no. Safe's breaking out of cells. Go, 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 go. The battle's been won. He said that it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Ayy, we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. No L's. Ayy, taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no luck. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no luck. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm
down, now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big, big, big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick, 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 boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where?
I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
I wanted to surprise you.
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me.
Who the one that's doing it better than
It
us?
becomes your
Y'all
tool
think
for
this is gonna be
transformation.
7-0.
You do not become a millionaire by accumulating money. You become a millionaire by assuming the feeling that you already are one. Money will only rush into your experience as a reflection of your inner conviction. If you wait for evidence before you feel wealthy, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. But if you dare to feel that you are already a millionaire, not hope, not wish, but feel it as real, then the evidence will come. The world responds not to your needs, but to your assumptions. It does not care whether the assumption is true or false. The world simply reflects the state in which your consciousness dwells. If you dwell in the state of wealth, then all things necessary to support that state will begin to appear. People will rise up to offer help. Situations will unfold in your favor. The channels will open as if by magic, but it will not be magic, it will be law. Now listen carefully. The law of assumption is the secret, the ancients veiled in symbolism. It is the power of I am. When you say, I am a millionaire, you are not stating a mere affirmation, you are declaring your identity. And whatever you identify with consistently must be externalized. It is not your effort that makes you rich, it is your alignment with the identity of wealth. It is not the struggle of the outer man, but the stillness of the inner one that determines the outcome. I tell you, you must die to who you are in order to become who you desire to be. If you say, I want to be rich, you are confessing that you are not. That state of want only perpetuates its own condition. Instead, close your eyes and live in the end. Not tomorrow, not when the check comes, not when the business succeeds, now. What would it feel like to open your bank app and see an endless sea of numbers? What would it feel like to write a check without looking at the balance? What would it feel like to give generously and without restraint, not out of sacrifice, but out of abundance? Go into the silence and construct such a scene. Use your imagination, which is God in action. Take a simple event, perhaps handing your financial advisor a document worth millions, or walking through a mansion that you own, and do not merely see it, feel it. Feel the leather under your fingertips, feel the weight of the success upon your shoulders, feel the smile playing at your lips as you sign a document of wealth. Do not see these things as a distant dream. See them as now. You must learn to reject the evidence of the senses. The senses will always reflect the past. They are mirrors of who you have been, not who you are becoming. If you allow the senses to dictate your mood, you are bound by the world. But if you impose your mood upon the world, you become its master. This is what is meant when we are told, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The transformation of circumstance follows the transformation of feeling. It is not the world that changes first, it is you. So ask yourself now, can you walk as if you are already the man or woman you desire to be? Can you wake up tomorrow with the peace, the ease, the relaxation of one who lacks nothing? Because that, my friends, is the key. A millionaire is not anxious. A millionaire is not striving. A millionaire does not seek permission. A millionaire moves with calm authority. And you, if you are to manifest this life, must move as they do, think as they do, breathe as they do, before the world shows any sign of agreement. You are told in Scripture, to him that hath more shall be given. This is not cruel. It is law. He who feels rich is given more riches. He who feels poor, even what he has shall be taken away. This is not because God plays favorites, but because consciousness is always expressing itself in form. When you have the feeling of wealth, wealth becomes your experience. The outer must match the inner. It is bound by law. So I say to you tonight, stop waiting. Stop seeking signs. Stop asking when it will come. If you are still asking, it is because you have not accepted. The moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you must drop all concern. It is finished. From that moment on, you rest in the confidence of the invisible. You do not plant a seed and dig it up tomorrow to see if it is growing. No, you water it with belief, with repetition of the mood, with daily returning to the scene of the fulfilled desire. Do you know why some manifest quickly while others struggle for years? Because the former feel their dreams into reality, while the latter only think about them. Thought without feeling is powerless. It is the emotional charge that impresses the subconscious. And the subconscious, once impressed, will lead you unerringly to your desire. It will move people, events, circumstances. It will orchestrate the impossible. But it must be impressed by a feeling of conviction. You can fool your conscious mind, but you cannot fool the subconscious. It knows when you're faking it. That is why you must practice this art with sincerity. Get into a drowsy state, that fertile soil between waking and sleep. In that twilight zone, you plant your seed. Feel that you are already what you desire to be. Hear the words of congratulations. See the smile on your loved one's face. Smell the scent of new leather in your luxury car. Do not just visualize, participate in the scene. When you awaken, do not reach for lack. Do not check your bank account in fear. Walk in the assumption that what you have felt is real. Carry yourself like one who has. Your posture, your tone, your smile, let all of it align with the state of having. And if doubt comes knocking as it always does, answer it not with panic, but with persistence. It is done, you say. I have assumed the state, and I know that assumption, if persisted in, will harden into fact. This is the great secret. Whatever you dare to assume with feeling and persist in, must become your reality. The only enemy is your habit of returning to the old state. The only delay is your reluctance to live in the end. It is not the world that needs changing, it is you. And you can change right now. This very moment, You can assume that you are already rich beyond measure. You can, if you dare, drop all excuses and reasons and simply declare, I am a millionaire. It need not be shouted. In fact, the quieter the feeling, the more powerful. A deep inner knowing is more effective than loud proclamations. When you really know, you don't need to prove it. You simply are. So walk in that quiet confidence. Dwell in that secret place of the Most High, your imagination, and know that the world is responding, even when you cannot see it. The money is on its way. The people are aligning. The doors are creaking open. I tell you, feel it now, not tomorrow, not when the opportunity appears. Now, feel the texture of wealth, feel the freedom, feel the gratitude. Gratitude before the gift is the surest sign of mastery. Do not say, I'll be thankful when it happens. Say, thank you, Father, now. Thank the universe, God, your higher self, whatever name you use, for the thing that is already yours in consciousness. And the world, like a faithful mirror, will echo your gratitude with the gift. Money is not the goal. Money is the symbol. The true goal is freedom, is power, is peace, and all of these are states of being. A poor man can feel rich, and the riches will come. A rich man can feel poor, and the wealth will vanish. It is not the digits that matter, it is the state you occupy. So shift your state. Move into the consciousness of I am wealthy, and remain there. You will be tempted, no doubt, to peek, to check, to worry. But remember, the seed grows best when left undisturbed. Cultivate the inner feeling, and let the outer take care of itself. It always does. It always must. Because law is law, and imagination creates reality. So tonight, when you lie in bed, do not count the bills. Count the blessings. Close your eyes and hear the rustle of abundance. Hear the voice that says, well done. Imagine waking up in a world where your wealth is a given, not a question. Feel it until it moves you. Feel it until you no longer need proof. And when the feeling is natural, when it is your dwelling place, then the world will bow to your command. You are the operant power. Nothing comes uninvited. Invite wealth with your feeling. Invite abundance with your imagination. And above all, persist. When the outer shows no sign, persist. When doubt creeps in, persist. When others scoff, persist. For the day you no longer need the world to confirm your wealth is the day the world will. I leave you now with this final thought. You are already that which you seek. The millionaire you want to be is not in the future. He or she exists now, in the invisible realm of imagination. And your task is simply to feel that version of you into being. Clothe yourself in that identity, and walk as if it is already done, because it is. Do not concern yourself with how it will happen. That is not your domain. The how belongs to the bridge of incidents, which will unfold in ways you cannot predict. You are not called to manufacture the path. You are only called to dwell in the end, to feel the scene as if it were already a memory. That feeling, that tone, is your prayer. It is your invitation to the universe. You are speaking to the divine creative power within you, and that power never fails to answer when spoken to in the language it understands. Feeling. Imagine that you have already succeeded beyond your wildest dreams. Imagine that the money you once hoped for is now just a number, barely noticed, because abundance has become so natural. What would change in you? How would you move through the world? Would you still hesitate when tipping? Would you still bargain over your worth? Or would you speak, act and think from a higher plane, a plane of absolute certainty that you are the source and the supply? Feel that. Step into that version of yourself. Because the truth is, you are not manifesting money, you are manifesting yourself. The outer world is always catching up to the identity you assume within. The money is not coming from outside. It is coming through you, called forth by your self-concept. When you say, I am a millionaire, and you mean it, the universe must reorganize itself to mirror that declaration. It cannot do otherwise. It does not judge, does not question, it simply reflects. That is why your only task is to become the version of you that already has what you seek. And the most direct way to do that is through emotion, through feeling. Not by force, not by logic, but by surrendering to the imagined truth and letting that truth saturate your inner world. You may not know what to do tomorrow. You may not know where the money will come from. But if you know who you are, if you know in your bones that you are a wealthy, prosperous being, then that identity will draw the path to itself. So do not get caught in appearances. Do not let your senses trick you into believing that what you currently see is all that there is. What you see is simply old news, the product of past states. But what you feel now, deeply and consistently, is the seed of what's to come. That seed, watered with repetition, feeling and faith, must grow. You are always creating whether you know it or not. The question is, are you creating by default or by design? Assume the position now. Close your eyes and see yourself not as the one who wants, but as the one who has. Walk into rooms with the energy of someone whose name is already etched into contracts, who moves with grace because there's no fear of loss. Speak to others with the certainty that you have the power to bless, to elevate, to give without ever running dry. This is not arrogance. This is spiritual awareness. This is the knowing that you are one with the source of all wealth, and that it flows through you effortlessly the moment you believe. You must understand this world is consciousness made visible. The rich man is rich because he feels rich. The poor man is poor because he identifies with lack. These are states, not permanent conditions. You can change states as easily as you change clothes, if you know how. And how do you do it? By withdrawing attention from what is, and placing it firmly on what you desire, and more than desire, what you have claimed. Feel it so consistently that it becomes more real to you than your current circumstances. When the assumption becomes natural, the world will conform. It has no choice. That is law. You are the operant power. You are the dreamer and the dream. You are both the creator and the created. And the moment you truly embody the feeling of already being a millionaire, the moment you walk in that skin, breathe in that identity, and let it become your normal, the game is over. The money, the people, the situations, all of it will appear not because you chased it, but because you became it. Once you know this, you can never go back to the old way of being. You will laugh at the idea of chasing money. You will see that it was never about struggle. It was never about working harder. It was always about consciousness. Your fortune was not out there, buried under someone else's rules. It was always within you, waiting for you to say yes to the truth of who you are. So say yes now, not tomorrow. Not when the job comes, or the investment pays off. Say yes now, because now is the only time that matters. Now is the moment of creation. And if you can feel rich now, if you can breathe in the air of success, if you can rest in the knowing that it is done, then all things are possible. You have stepped into your power. You have remembered who you really are. Keep dwelling there. Let the world catch up. Let the evidence unfold. But you remain faithful to the unseen. Because it is the unseen that gives birth to the seen. You are already that which you seek. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and let that be enough. The rest will follow. It must. Remain in that state. Let nothing shake you from it. Let the opinions of others pass like clouds, because they are merely projecting their own assumptions, not reflecting truth. You do not owe anyone an explanation for the power you possess. It is not your job to convince. It is your job to embody. The most powerful people in the world do not explain their wealth. They radiate it. Their silence speaks louder than words. Their inner conviction governs outer reality, not the other way around. Begin to move differently. Begin to respond differently. Let your imagination become more vivid than your memory. Memory can only recycle the past, but imagination creates the future. So if your past has been full of lack, of struggle, of counting every coin, bless it and release it. You are no longer that person. You are not bound to repeat the same cycles. The moment you assume a new state, a new life must form around it. You do not escape by fighting the old, but by stepping into the new. You do not have to resist what is. You only have to replace it. My friend, tonight I want you to consider something radically simple, yet profoundly transformative. Act as if you are a magnet to miracles. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, in this very moment, embody the truth that miracles are not distant, miraculous only in the sense that they appear rare, but rather they are your natural birthright, flowing to you as easily as breath enters the lungs. When you grasp this, not with the intellect alone, but with the feeling in the depth of your being, your world will reshape itself to match the frequency of your assumption. You see, nothing comes into your world uninvited. Everything, every circumstance, every person, every seeming chance encounter is drawn by the arrangement of your inner world. You are not a passive observer. You are the operant power. You are not subject to fate, nor to the whims of time. You are subject only to your imagination and the beliefs you hold within it. And so, to act as if you are a magnet to miracles is not a plea for some supernatural exception. It is a command issued from the depths of your consciousness that the miraculous is ordinary in your world. Let us understand the word miracle. Most think of a miracle as an event that defies logic, defies probability, defies explanation. But I say to you, miracles are not the suspension of natural laws. They are the demonstration of higher laws. The laws of imagination, the laws of assumption, the laws of consciousness. These laws respond not to what you say with your lips, but what you accept with your inner feeling. The outer world is forever bowing to the arrangement of your inner beliefs. Change your assumptions, and the world must reflect the change. So how, you ask, do I become this magnet to miracles? How do I act as if the miraculous is mine? I tell you now, you must become internally what you seek externally. That is the beginning and the end of all manifestation. You do not wait for the outer world to confirm it, you feel it real now. You wear it like a garment. You assume the tone of the miracle fulfilled. Do not say, I want it, say, I have it. Do not beg, embody. Do not seek, assume. It is assumption that creates, not effort, not struggle, not even repetition. It is the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you walk as if what you want has already been given, you align with the deeper law. For the law is always working, whether you are aware of it or not. You do not need to convince it to work in your favor. You only need to believe the right thing. If you assume lack, you will magnetize more lack. If you assume abundance, abundance will rush to meet you. The magnet is your assumption. The metal it draws is your experience. It is that simple. Now let me tell you something most people never consider. Miracles are not rare because they are difficult. They are rare because so few ever assume they are worthy of them. They look at their past, and they build their future from it. But the past is dead. It has no life unless you give it your breath. The only thing alive is what you now claim to be true. Claim now that you are a magnet to miracles, and watch how quickly the world reorganizes itself around this claim. Let me ask you, have you ever noticed that when you feel deeply grateful for something, even before it happens, that it somehow rushes into your life? That is no accident. Gratitude is the highest form of assumption. It says, it is already mine, and that inner certainty, that quiet knowing, moves mountains. Gratitude is not a polite reaction, it is a creative force. When you give thanks for the unseen, you call it into the seen. When you walk with the joy of one who already possesses the miracle, you become a magnet to it. And so I urge you, begin now to live from the end. Live as though your prayer is answered. Do not look to the outside world to confirm it. Look within. Ask, how would I feel if the miracle were mine? And then feel that. Feel that until it becomes natural. Feel it until it is so familiar that you forget it wasn't always true. That is the secret. Your inner world becomes so saturated with the new state that you no longer need to reach for it. You simply rest in it. Many believe they must fix something first. They say, but I need to heal this before I can have that. I must become worthy. I must resolve the past. I say to you, none of that is required. The moment you assume a new state, all things necessary for its fulfillment begin to arrange themselves. Your only job is to stay faithful to the state, not to fix yourself, not to prove yourself, just to assume the truth of the new reality. This is not about pretending, this is about creating. Pretending is shallow, it knows it is not real. But assumption is deep, it feels it real. The mind may argue, but the feeling is the language of the deeper self. The subconscious does not respond to logic, it responds to feeling. It accepts what you feel to be true, regardless of facts, regardless of appearances, regardless of what your senses say. So you must feel now what you once postponed to the future. What you call the future is nothing more than a delayed reflection of your present state. All time is now. There is only one moment. And it is now. In this eternal now, you are either magnetizing miracles or repelling them, not by effort, but by state. So change your state. Assume the feeling of the miracle fulfilled, and stay there. Live there. Move through the world as one who already possesses the treasure. If you want love, be the one who is already loved. If you want success, be the one who has already succeeded. If you want healing, walk in the vibration of wholeness. The world cannot help but conform to the self-concept you inhabit. It is law. Do not ask if it is working. Do not dig up the seed. Do not worry how. The how is not your concern. Your concern is the what, the state, the assumption. Leave the bridge of incidents to the wisdom of the higher self. It knows the way. It needs no help from the ego. I once knew a woman who had suffered for years, always asking, praying, pleading. One day, she changed nothing in her outer world, but she changed her self-concept. She said, I am no longer the one who hopes for miracles, I am the one miracles serve. And from that moment, the world responded. Opportunities, resources, love, everything began to show up, because she had changed her magnetic field. The world did not change first. She did. And because she did, the world had to follow. You are always assuming something. You are always embodying a state. Most do it unconsciously. They assume failure. They assume disappointment. They assume delay. And so they become magnets to those things. But you can choose. You can consciously assume the miraculous. You can enter the feeling of the thing desired and remain there. That is the creative act. That is the secret all the mystics knew and all the prophets spoke of in parables. That the kingdom is within. That what you seek is already yours. If you would only believe. Stop waiting for permission. Stop asking if you are allowed to be blessed. You are the source. You are the cause. You are the operant power. The only thing that separates you from the miraculous is your belief that it is separate. But it is not separate. It is here. It is now. It is waiting only for your assumption. I say to you, do not struggle anymore. Do not strive. Rest in the knowing that your inner state is the true magnet. Act as if you are a magnet to miracles, not in arrogance, but in divine confidence. Walk into every room as though heaven itself walks with you. Speak as though your word cannot return void. Think as though every thought is a prayer. Feel as though your feeling is a prophecy. Because it is. You are the living expression of the God who imagined you. There is no power outside of you that overrides your belief. Nothing is denied to you except that which you deny yourself through disbelief. Believe now. Assume now. Rehearse the joy. Rehearse the gratitude. Rehearse the ecstasy of answered prayer, until it is so real within you that the outer world cannot help but bow to your inner conviction. This is not theory. This is not a hopeful philosophy. This is law. It works always. It does not discriminate. It does not choose favorites. It reflects your state with mathematical precision. So become the state. Become the miracle. Not one day but now. I leave you with this truth. Your imagination is not a passive fantasy. It is the divine creative force. Use it. Do not let it run wild in worry and fear. Discipline it. Direct it. Occupy the state that aligns with your desire, and do not waver. Act as if the miracle is yours, and it must become yours. You are not waiting on God. God is waiting on your assumption. Believe now, and you shall see the glory of the Lord in your life. You are the magnet. You are the miracle. You are the source, and you are infinitely worthy. So assume your power, and watch the miraculous flow to you, through you, and as you. When you rise in the morning, do not ask what will happen today, decide what must happen. Declare within yourself, today, I magnetize all that is good, all that is joyful, all that is aligned with my highest self. Let your first thought not be of reaction, but of creation. The day does not act upon you, you act upon the day. From the moment your eyes open, you set the tone, the frequency, the magnetic field of your reality. You are not a product of chance. You are a product of assumption, sustained and intensified through feeling. If you want the miraculous, you must first cease worshipping the mundane. You must detach from appearances, because appearances are only past assumptions congealed into form. They are echoes, not prophecies. Do not let your senses fool you into believing that what you see now is all there is. No, what you see now is just the residue of what you once believed. The moment you shift your assumption, a new world begins forming invisibly. And though the eyes may not see it yet, the soul knows it is done. It is finished. The harvest must follow the seed, and you are planting seeds every moment you feel. This is why I urge you to be vigilant with your imagination, for it is always at work. Whether idle or focused, it is forming your future. The question is, are you imagining deliberately or by default? Are you accepting the role of victim or creator? Are you begging life or directing it? To be a magnet to miracles is not about doing more, but imagining better. Not about fighting circumstances, but ignoring them in favor of higher vision. What you ignore dies. What you attend to lives. Withdraw your attention from the unwanted and give it fully to the ideal. Let your inner eye feast on what is beautiful, true, noble, and already yours in imagination. The moment you accept a new identity in consciousness, you will find the world rearranging itself to support that version of you. People you've never met will feel compelled to assist you. Doors you didn't knock on will swing open. Coincidences will conspire in your favor. Why? Because consciousness is the only reality. Your world is a mirror. It reflects not what you want, but what you are. And when you are the embodiment of the miraculous, miracles become your default setting. There is no limit to what you can receive once you align with the feeling of already having it. Imagination is not limited by logic. It does not care for the possible or the probable. It moves in the realm of certainty. And you, when you live in imagination, live as God. You are not using the law. You are the law. You are not hoping for the miracle. You are generating it through the power of feeling. So go into the silence often. Withdraw from the world of facts and sink deep into the world of vision. In that silence, claim the miracle. Feel its presence. Embrace it emotionally until it is more real to you than anything your eyes can see. Some will ask, but what if I don't feel it real? What if it feels like I'm pretending? To them I say, persist, for even the shallowest repetition, when saturated with emotion, will one day break through. Do not be discouraged by a lack of immediate evidence. The seed does not sprout the moment it touches soil, but it is working, it is growing, it is growing in silence. And so too, your assumption is taking root. Persist in the feeling. Return to it again and again. Rehearse the scene of the wish fulfilled. Refuse to dwell on the undesired. Give all of your inner attention to the reality you choose, and none to the one you reject. You do not need to convince anyone else. Your imagination is sovereign. It needs no outside validation. Do not explain your vision to those who cannot see it. Do not seek consensus. That which is born of spirit requires no permission. The inner state alone is the cause. And once you assume it and remain loyal to it, all else will follow. Let your speech be filled with the tone of completion. Let your words be pregnant with the certainty of fulfillment. Say not, one day I'll have it, but I am it now. Speak not of becoming, but of being. For in being, all things are done. Time collapses. Circumstance bends. The world reshapes itself to match the mold of your assumption. And when doubt arises, and it will, do not resist it. Simply return to your chosen state. Say to yourself, this too shall pass, for it has no power unless I grant it. Remember, the world is not happening to you. It is happening through you. All doubt is simply the invitation to reaffirm your faith, to choose again, to believe again, to feel again. Do not fight the appearance of contradiction. Transcend it through inner knowing. Every miracle that has ever occurred in your life, every unexpected blessing, every moment of grace, it did not come from outside of you. It came from a change within you, even if you were unaware of it at the time. Perhaps you relaxed your resistance, even briefly. Perhaps you felt hope again, or joy or gratitude. And in that moment, the magnetic field changed. You became a match to the very thing you thought you were chasing. That is why the path to miracles is effortless. Not because it requires no action, but because it requires no struggle. The action that flows from a state of fulfilled desire is smooth, inspired, guided. You will know what to do, where to go, what to say. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. But it will not be through force. It will be through alignment. So stop asking how it will come. Stop watching the clock. Stop measuring progress with the eyes of the flesh. Measure only by the fullness of your inner conviction. Ask not, what do I do, but who am I being? For your beingness is the cause, and everything else is effect. When you are being the miracle, miracles must find you. They are drawn to you, not by effort, but by resonance. The world may call it coincidence. The world may call it luck. But you will know the truth. You will know that what appears sudden was long prepared in imagination. What appears spontaneous was long held in feeling. The invisible precedes the visible. The seed precedes the bloom. The inner knowing precedes the outer event. You do not need to earn this power. You already have it. You only need to remember. The world will tell you to be realistic. I say be miraculous. The world will tell you to wait your turn. I say claim it now. The world will say you must struggle and strive and sacrifice. I say simply assume and feel. And in that feeling, in that sacred inner movement, the whole universe is reshaped. Do not think small. Do not limit the dream. Imagination has no ceiling. It is bound only by your belief. And belief is a choice. You can choose now to believe something better, something bigger, something more beautiful. And as you do, you become magnetic to it. Your life becomes a living proof of divine law. You become the evidence that miracles are not exceptions. They are expressions of inner law. You become the example that others look to and wonder, how did it happen? And your answer will not be a technique or a ritual, but a state, a simple inner knowing. I believed it, and I became it. You will find that people begin to respond to you differently, not because you've changed your words, not because you've altered your appearance, but because your inner frequency has shifted. The energy of someone who knows that they are magnetic to miracles is unmistakable. It is calm, assured, radiant. It carries no tension, no need to convince, no desperation to prove. It simply is. And in that beingness, everything begins to reorganize. Life becomes light. Circumstances soften. The air itself seems charged with possibility. And the things you once chased now chase you, not because you sought them, but because you assumed they were already yours. When you walk through the world with that inner assurance, the miraculous becomes mundane, yet never boring. You'll wake up to find that what once seemed extraordinary now flows through you daily. You will laugh at how simple it always was. The things you prayed for, worried over, doubted, they arrive quietly, as if they had never been absent. Not because you finally worked hard enough, but because you finally stopped contradicting your desire with disbelief. You stopped rehearsing lack. You stopped affirming delay. And you began instead to embody the end. You must learn to dwell in the end. That is where creation is finished. That is where fulfillment already lives. That is where the miracle is not a hope, but a memory. You remember it as if it already happened, because in imagination, it has. And if it has an imagination, then it must inform. Imagination is not a lesser reality. It is the source. It is the womb of all creation.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. But their talking won't change my faith in you. Lord, I feel you all around. Day after day, I break every chain, 'cause I believe. Oh my, Lord, I put my faith in you, 'cause you can take the ordinary and turn it into a blessing. Lord, I'm loving your essence. My old ways are dead and buried. The angels up in the clouds rejoice when you are around. I was in the dark, now I see the light. Doors open up with the key to life. Now I'm working out, now I'm eating right. I just want a seat at the feet of Christ. I'm serving the biggest God. We preaching the gospel, it's spreading like pickleball. I cook a flow, then I mix it raw. Don't it hit different? This a different sauce. He made me a 101. These beats I'ma chew 'em like bubble gum. The party ain't stopping, let kingdom come. The demons is mad 'cause hell lost another one. Oh my, Lord, I put my faith in you, 'cause you can take the ordinary and turn it into a blessing. Lord, I'm loving your essence. My old ways are dead and buried. The angels up in the clouds rejoice hours. Growing up, I got looked over. Now I'm standing on the giant shoulders. They see a Honda, he see a spaceship. They see a setback, he see the greatness. So I grind. Look at the clock, it's divine time. I watch what I say, I watch what I eat. They say I'm uptight, I'm protecting my peace. I'm covered whenever I'm up in these streets. I'm buying back time, my spirit is free. Oh my, Lord. I put my faith in you, cause you can take the ordinary and turn it into a blessing. Lord, I'm loving your essence. My